There we go. We got everybody.
Yay, what a good browser source.
Yay! Look at
How
this
you
modern
doing,
dance.
chat?
There we go. All right. Yeah. How you doing, chat? Hey, Gad. How you doing?
It's in slow-mo again, looks like.
Slow-mo.
Slow mode.
Oh.
Kat, have you played D&D before?
If you haven't, you should join us.
One of us. One of us. One of
One
us.
of us. One of us.
Yes. Tonight we are playing some Dungeons and Dragons. Me and Foofy have been wanting to play again for a very, very long time. Yes, this is going to be the first session. There's a couple of newbies in here and beginners playing, and this is going to be kind of and me shaking off the rust a little bit because it's been a while since I've played.
Mm-hmm.
Are we
So-
going to be in character tonight as we introduce ourselves?
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Can be.
I would just say if you choose a voice for your character, just make sure it's like a voice that you can do that's easy to do.
Oh yeah,
You know what-
I didn't mean like the voices, just like
Oh, yeah.
introducing ourselves as our characters.
We'll go ahead and do a roll call here, and you can just introduce yourself and what your character name is. How about that?
Hell yeah.
So
That would be clearest for everyone, probably.
yes, absolutely. So first of all, I am Skid. You know me. If you're here on my Twitch, like watching me just randomly, hi. I'm sure most of you know who I am, but I'm going to be the game's GM, and putting these adventurers through this little campaign here. So up next, we're gonna go from top left here. So Foofy is next.
Hi, I'm Foofy, wife of Skid. I'm playing Tamari, an Ovine cleric, and I'm very excited.
Yeah. All right, Birchley.
Hi, I'm Birchley. And the character I am playing should be easy to remember. It's Burkus. And Burkus is a druid who is also like an elk man.
Yeah. Who is a Skid person? He sounds like a DM tyrant mutiny. Yeah, well, Mike, you always want mutiny. All right, Gooby, you can go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Gooby. I am gonna be playing Varus, the Bat Wizard.
Yay! Up next, we have Red Spade.
Hi, I'm Red Spade. I'm playing Eridon, the feline ranger.
And then we've Flafty.
Hello, everyone. I'm Flafty, and I will be playing Rogar, the feline rogue.
And then Jablubi.
Hello, I am I am Jablubi, and I will be playing Professor Tad Bullfrog,
Yes.
amphibious archaeologist.
I love him.
I'm so excited for this. You guys don't even know.
I couldn't love him more.
So, yeah, everybody, just to let you know, I'm a little, like I said, I'm a little bit rusty. You all can judge me as much as you want. I don't care. I'm the GM. I get to play how I want to. And
I am made of rust, so
made of
no
rust.
judgment here.
But yes, this will be the beginning campaign for these fine fellows here. Cody was supposed to join us, but he there was a little bit of a misunderstanding, and unfortunately he will not be here tonight. But he will be joining us next time, probably next week, when we plan some kind of get-together for this. And you guys will be introduced to his character, which is great. But I'm going to keep it a secret for now, so...
Great. Keep it safe.
Thank you for the 100 bits, Matthew. All right, let's switch over to the next map, and I'll start introducing you guys. Or not introducing you, getting the story started.
Setting the scene.
Getting our hooves wet.
Okay, how come it didn't summon all the characters? Oh no!
Oh, no.
Missing some community
Oh, no.
content.
We're all
So-
just invisible.
I got you all here, but now your characters are gone. Hold on. What a great way to start the stream. These are all
we're
unique.
already dead and we're ghosts. Woo.
In the beginning, there was a void.
Huh, I always thought I'd go to hell.
I'm pretty sure this is hell. Probably need to re-add us on the other map, maybe.
No, hold on.
Oh, there's a camel.
Camel?
There's a camel. It is the
There is a
Thrashular
camel.
camel.
Wait, why are
Hi,
you
Trash.
sad?
Yeah, we're
Who's
using
that?
a game called Tailspire for visuals.
Yeah, it's been a while since I messed with it though, so I'm trying to get the characters on screen, which is kind of weird that I don't remember how to do it. Yes, players are summoned to this board. Now where's your minis?
Are we on the other side of the map? Or should be right here, right?
You should
We
all
have
be
to
right
look
here.
through these houses to find ourselves.
No. You shouldn't have to do any of that.
Scavenger hunt for your character.
Your
On the
first
road
task is to
again.
find yourself.
I can't
Oh my
wait
God,
to
I'm
get on the
underground.
road again.
Man, this is deep.
There they are.
No, they're not here. All right, so while I try to figure this out, everybody. Oh, wait. Of course, this would all go wrong. Everything goes wrong. Yeah, it is 3D. It's really cool. It's a program called Tailspire. All right, while I try to figure this out, just pretend you guys are all standing like right here at the village entrance. Do you see this?
Oh,
Yep.
I
See
can
my little
pretend
light?
it.
Pretend. I mean, you have to pretend normally without visuals anyway,
pretending.
right?
Well,
Exactly.
use our
Exactly.
imagination in D&D.
Yeah, right.
How dare.
Imagination.
So, yes, welcome to the world of Eloria. Eloria is a realm where ancient magic intertwines with the ingenuity of steampunk technology. In this vibrant world, mystical sigils, enchanted relics, and powerful deities exist along gear-driven contraptions and ether-powered devices. Crumbling ruins and enchanted forests hide secrets of old, while bustling cities resound with the clatter of steam engines and the hum of arcane machinery. Here, tradition meets innovation in a setting of wonder, danger, and limitless possibility. All of you, whether you heed the call for adventure or were just passing by, find yourselves traveling together and end up in a quaint frontier village of Lyrindale. The dusk light reveals modest cottages and a palpable air of worry. As you enter the village, you noticed hushed conversations and anxious glances from the villagers. What do you do?
I would like to search for flies.
You see a few flies. Oh yes. How about this? You got your dice ready? First
I
roll of the
surely do.
game.
I surely do.
All right, roll for an investigation. Or, yeah.
Professor Tad Bullfrog is prepared for this role. His entire life, his academic career has led to this moment. Okay, character, campaigns. Ow. There we go. Roll in. Bad. Okay. 17 plus, I'm guessing. What do I add to that?
That would be your perception or investigation skill modifier, which would be a plus something next to investigation.
Okay. Passive investigation. 13.
Sure.
Okay.
You there's some insects and flies flying about steering here and there, but for the most part it's clear air.
Damn. No flies today, but perhaps soon.
Well, there are a lot of mosquitoes on this trail, so maybe you can take care of those.
I call dibs. Don't you go getting any ideas about those mosquitoes.
Oh, they're all yours.
Okay. Glad we've established this. What is your name?
My name is Tamari.
It is good to meet you, Tamari. I am Professor Tad Bullfrog,
Nice to meet you.
archaeologist.
Oh, a scholar?
Yes, of history and the arcane arts.
Are you from around here?
No, I am from here and there, and all about, but I originated in the swamp.
Oh, I see. My home was also near a swamp. Some
Ah.
very bad things happened, but I'm in search of new lands for new adventures.
In this we are the same. I seek adventure and fortune.
Oh,
I took a
I am
little
Oh,
sure-
there
second.
you are. I
think
lost sight of you
picked
for a second.
Well, don't let us do all the talking, adventuring companions. There's enough road and conversation for all.
I looked
Yeah,
away
but
and you
are
were
there
gone,
enough
and now here you
flies?
are again.
As you guys enter the village, you notice many inhabitants seem to be injured and frightened. Some are hiding in their homes, peering out their windows. One in particular slowly makes his way towards you and says, you must be here because of the recent events. You can find Maricina, our village leader, over in the town hall.
I'm starting to get the impression that we're missing a bit of the situation here. Would you mind filling us in a little?
He's already wandering off.
Damn.
I'm going to take that as a no.
oh,
Clearly, he does not want to exposit at us.
Doesn't
There
seem
seems-
particularly forthcoming.
there seems to be a lot of hurt people here. We should help them.
Well,
Well, we won't learn anything by standing here by the village gates. Maybe we should go on
Well,
in.
yes, but perhaps we can introduce ourselves to each other. I mean, we have spoken, Professor Tad, but I don't know the names of these other travelers.
This is true.
Just
I
ran into you
suppose the
guys back
introduction
at
wouldn't
the
hurt.
fork in the road.
You guys should have control of your characters now.
I got caught at the border, same as you.
We can move freely.
Yep. If you want to introduce yourselves to each other or whatever, it's up to you guys. You guys have complete control now. Welcome to D&D.
Whoa.
well, now that they're here, the name's Rogar of Oban. Just passing through, looking for whatever work I can get my hands on. Looks like I might have stumbled into a job, which is fine by me.
Nice to meet you, Rogar. I am Tamari.
Well, Matt.
What's your profession, Rogar?
Well, I suppose it would be a hunter, but I guess troubleshooter would be more apt in this situation, so I'll run with that one.
Keep that in mind should we run into any trouble.
And you there, dear man. What is your name?
I've only got the one name, Barkus.
Gorkus.
As for what I'm doing here, I've spent a great deal of time by myself for the past 10, 15 years, and I thought it was about time that I meet some people, and that's what I'm doing.
Oh,
I think it's going very well so far.
I
you
would
were-
say you have succeeded.
You were a bit of a hermit, I suppose.
That's one of the many names that could be applied.
Oh. And I see we have a bat here.
Yes, I'm Varus,
Nice to meet you.
self-taught wizard.
Oh,
Ambitious.
very.
A
I'm a bit of
correspondence course. Respectable.
I suppose I would be a healer. I was training as a priestess in my homeland before certain events, but I travel these lands hoping to help others, heal them. And you, the feline hanging over there by the tree.
Hi.
Hello. What is your name?
There is
Strong
silence.
and silent type, I see.
My name's Zeradon.
Oh, Eridon. What brings you here?
Just, I don't know. Just roaming, I guess. Looking for.
Oh. So not unlike Burkus. Just roaming. Or Rogar.
I suppose.
So,
I can tell he has trouble opening up. He's doing very well so far.
Yeah, he's doing great. So we've heard the plight of these people. What do you think we should do?
There's no shortage of towns with trouble in these parts. Maybe we can make ourselves useful by talking to the mayor.
Yeah.
That would
I
be
think
a
that-
reasonable place to start.
You guys see
There.
from the direction the guy that talked to you earlier, from the direction that he wandered off, you see the house, like you see him peering through the window, just kind of staring at you, like kind of confused that you're all standing about.
Professor Tad waves to him.
He quickly
Hello.
puts the sheet back over the window and like hides.
He's a jumpy
Shy
one, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thinking
Well,
the
if there's
same
been
thing.
trouble, I would imagine they'd be jumpy in general.
Yes, I suppose.
Jumpiness isn't always an indicator of nervousness. Speaking as a frog, jumping.
Oh.
True, but I would imagine
quite
that not everyone
utilitarian.
here, I would imagine that not everyone here is a frog.
Well, let's not assume. Be safe enough.
We shouldn't make assumptions.
Exactly.
Hmm.
The guy pokes his head through the window again, and he's like pointing in like a general direction.
Is that general direction us?
Yeah, no, he's looking at you and like pointing.
We are the trouble.
He's just pointing in a general direction. He can't hear you. There's no way he can hear you guys.
Oh, okay.
I assume he's trying to point us in the direction of the mayor or someone else who might know more of what's going on.
All right.
We are making assumptions, but we should probably go in a direction.
An
Maybe
educated
the
guess.
safest bet could be to find the local tavern and ask for information there.
Sure. I could use a drink.
And away they go.
And away they go.
Look at him. Look at him move.
Yeah.
Also, hi, Miss Trash Bandicoot.
Hello.
Hello.
So yeah, within the village, there's a mixture of different people. Like there are many that are injured, but there's a few would-be adventurers here as well, just kind of discussing amongst themselves in the village center around the fountain.
Does the fountain have any interesting carvings or stuff on it?
Give me a investigation check.
You got it.
Hi, Miss Trash Bandicoot.
That'd be a 9.
It's a fountain, and it's got water in it.
Okay. There's no statues or carvings.
I mean,
it's
yeah,
not
there's
dedicated to anything.
No, it's just
I'm seeing some statuary.
There's some statues, but it doesn't seem like anything significant to you.
I think I might need to update my glasses prescription.
Just carved
It's
stone.
just there's a blurry
More.
fucking fountain over here, guys.
You said that these villagers are injured, right?
Some. There are some that are
Could-
injured, yeah.
Could I look at them and maybe determine what kind of injuries like it could be?
Yeah, perception check, please.
Okay. Then that's a d20.
Yeah, do you have your character sheet up? You roll a d20
right.
and then add your perception.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still figuring out my way around this app. I usually just do stuff on paper.
And these are
Plus
people,
5.
right? They're not animal people?
There's a mixture. There's like elves, there's gnomes, there's some animal people. There's a mixture of different races all around.
Oh no. So that's going to be a 7.
You don't really notice much. It's hard to tell, but behind the bandages, what kind of injuries they are.
Okay.
You just see villagers with bandages, like on their arms, some on their leg, head. You know, in various villagers with various injuries.
They could
Alright.
just be going through edgy character redesigns.
Oh. Where's the tavern, or are we going to the mayor's office?
Oh yeah, maybe we could ask one of these. I approached
Yeah.
the closest and friendliest looking villager.
All right, so you
And,
approach these two over here speaking. What do you say?
Hello there. Me and my friends in here are traveling adventurers, and we're looking to wet our whistle at the local tavern. If you could guide us there, give us directions.
Oh, the tavern, you say? Sure, yes. If you continue to the south, left, it's the giant building. Straight ahead, you can't miss it.
Okay. All right, gang. I think we should take a left. These
Make
two
sure,
can't be trusted.
yes, make sure you make your way to the barracks. Turn left at the road, and then straight ahead is the tavern.
That's
Okay.
a big ass building.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
I'm
Follow those directions.
gonna try and pick up whatever chatter I can hear as I pass by some townsfolk.
Okay. Give me a perception check then.
I'm rolling through D&D Beyond. That's 16 plus 3, 19.
19. Okay. As you're passing by, you can hear a couple of village folk speaking of some mutated being. They're saying, a couple of here, can you believe that? I can't believe that just happened like a week ago. It's wild. Those beasts just came out of the woods. They attacked the whole village. I'm surprised our guard were able to hold them off.
Sounds like this village could use our. Oh, I didn't hear that. Sorry.
You didn't hear
Right.
that.
Yeah.
You were just a tadpole looking to wet his whistle.
I guess Eridon's not sharing that information yet.
I'm far behind you guys.
Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough.
Look at us go.
Yep, and this here is the tavern.
Sweet.
And this is the cool thing about this program, everybody. If you want to watch this, watch this. There you go.
Gasp.
Oh.
Le gas.
Whoa, that's really cool.
Open le door. You do it. Now, if anybody else needs help with that, you move the little
Ooh.
green tool on the right side down and until it gets rid of the roof.
I say we find a pool, push somebody in, and then remove the ladder.
Really? Okay, we're inside.
Yes.
Oh yes.
All right, you've entered the tavern. There's a couple of people in here drinking their woes away, and you do see, as what you would expect in any tavern, there's a barkeep behind, cleaning one of the mugs.
Putting on my tavern ambience playlist.
Yeah. I can put some of that on. Hold on.
Okay.
The first round is on Professor Tad.
Oh, so
Oh.
generous.
I
Buy
like
the
you
party a
already.
drink.
Don't mind if I do.
I have 180 gold.
Oh.
The barkeep
Oh.
looks at you and is like, "Ah, that's what I like to hear. How
Yes,
many
your
of you are
finest
there?
ale.
How many of you
Me
are
and my
there?"
friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us.
12 silver pieces, please.
Here you go.
Ah,
Clink, clink,
thank
clink,
you.
clink.
I don't recognize you. You're not from this village.
Oh, we are traveling adventurers here seeking our fortune in your good town. I am Professor Tad, a student of the archaeological arts. I'm here to research the ruins in your area.
Oh, an archaeologist. The whole tavern goes silent when they hear you say that you're wanting to explore the ruins in the area.
Yeah,
Everybody
just
kind of
cool,
slowly-
right?
Everybody just kind of slowly glances your way.
I don't like
Seems to
that.
be a touchy subject.
I'm very suspicious.
The ruins, you say?
Indeed.
Oh.
Perhaps you could tell us about them.
I think it's best if you speak to our village guardian about that. Her name is Maricina. She's in the building opposite of this area. If you just go in the opposite direction that you came, past the barracks, that's the town hall. You should speak to her.
Well, we'll definitely seek her out, but since we're here, maybe you could clue us in on the local gossip and tea, you know? Just what's this town's story?
He's handing out mugs to everybody that you purchased for. And he says, "Well, we used to be just a quaint village. Just there was nothing really wrong until, well, some beings started showing up. Again, I don't really think I should be the one talking to you about it.
Beings, you say?
The
Hmm.
Those
things
townsfolk back there were mentioning.
from the forest.
Forest beings.
Yes.
What was that? Eridon?
I was just saying that's exactly what the townsfolk back there were mentioning.
Oh.
Some kind of strange beast not seen before, attacking the town about a week ago or so.
That is quite strange.
Well, any help you give us will be greatly appreciated. My name is I am Error, the barkeep.
Error? That's a weird name.
Some people have weird names. It's
Well-
not a problem.
What is your name then?
Names are
My
made
name
up.
is-
I mean, they could be weird, they could be not weird.
My name is Tamari.
Well, that's a weird name to me.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not weird where I come from, but whatever.
Each to their own, each to their own.
I see Super Gamer got my hilarious joke.
Hmm.
Yes, well, please enjoy your stay, enjoy your drink. But
Well, like, is there anything you could tell us about where the ruins are? Like,
the village guardian will tell you more about that. They're in the forest. I'll tell you that much.
all right, I've exhausted this.
They'll
character's,
probably have a explanation point over their head.
Yeah, you've exhausted his. He just starts
I've
repeating
exhausted
himself.
his dialogue
I am
again."
Error, the barkeep.
All right, I leave an extra silver on the counter for him. Like,
I
thank
am
you.
Error, the barkeep.
Yes.
I told you that guy's weird.
All right.
I think he
roll-
might have suffered an attack of some kind as well.
I have a cartography skill, so I would assume that I've been keeping like a map of the area, or I have a general map of the area. I'd take it out and examine it
Sure.
with my cartography kit, and I just add the town onto there.
Right. Okay, so you add the town of Lyrindale onto your map, which is very close to the Whisperwood Forest.
Met helpful barkeep error.
The Whispering Woods. You know that the Whispering Woods are a fairly large forest nearby, and you're in Lyrindale, which is a village just on the outskirts.
I take a sip from my mug and gesture for everyone to take a look at the map.
Hmm.
Looks like these are the woods.
I peer over and look at the
Trouble.
map. Oh, I see you've mapped out quite a few things, Professor Tad.
It's just a general chart of the area that I picked up. I'm adding to it as we go.
Quite a useful skill.
Cartography is a hobby of mine, but perhaps it will prove useful on this expedition.
Speaking of skills,
Makes sense
does
for an
anyone,
archaeologist.
Yes.
does anyone in, I guess, our group, we're sort of going together, does anyone have any skills that maybe might help us, or...
I suppose it kind of depends on what kind of help you're looking for.
Like,
Bow staff skills, computer hacking skills.
I'm going to need you to explain what those are before I can give you a yes or a no.
The barkeep looks at you confusedly. What's a computer?
Don't worry about it.
Sounds suspicious.
I just know we are traveling with a couple of scholars and people with different skill sets, so, you know, if you've heard anything about any strange beings in the woods, maybe it'd help us determine what's going on here.
Ugh. Just speak to the
yeah.
village guardian. He turns and he's like, "Ugh, tourists."
But I want to figure it out on our own. Oh.
I do have knowledge of history. I have knowledge of history. Can I do a roll of history for the area?
Yes, roll a history check, please.
I'm
an
just
amazing,
quietly drinking.
8. I rolled an 8.
An amazing 8. You had a good roll so far, Professor Tad.
He is a
Yeah.
professor.
You just know that there are some ruins nearby. That's why you came this way.
Okay.
You don't recall anything off the top of your head about the ruins, other than
put
that
a big
they're there.
I put a big old question mark in the middle of those words. It could be Sasquatch, but then again, it could also be the Headless Horseman. I don't want to jump to any conclusions, though. A lot of options in our universe as to what it could be killing people in a forest.
I am quite interested in the Sasquatch. I would like to.
I think it's too
Document
early
it.
for us to tell. Beings is pretty loose.
I would suggest that after we're done with our drinks, we should talk to the Guardian to get at least a baseline idea of what we're dealing with before we go charging off.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It's still irking my character. Can I can I actually look around and see what kind of wounds these guys are dealing with?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check. Everybody, by the way, has stopped staring at you. It's been a while. They've all turned back to their drinks and have continued, with their
Good.
drinking.
6 + 3 is 9.
9. Again, everybody has. There's a couple of patrons in here that have like bandages on them, but they're covering up the wounds that they have.
Yeah, you should probably. You could ask what injured them. That's not a bad idea. Table talk.
How about this?
Yeah.
Varus, why don't you roll a perception check for me?
I got a 1.
Oh no! You were just there. You were just kind of like off in your own world, thinking about something else.
Look,
Yeah, she's
I'm
too busy
busy
drinking.
I'm busy in my cup. Okay. It's
So what's fun about when someone rolls a 1 on a perception check or something like that? As a DM, you can also feed them false information.
That's that's
Let it
true.
black out.
That's true. I'm gonna avoid that for now.
What injuries? Bandages? What
I'll-
bar? What people?
I'll
It
avoid that
appears as
for
though
now.
he has the plague.
I would like to make my attempt at a perception test. Skid?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. All right, 13.
All right. You, in particular, notice like a couple of scratches here and there, and a little bit of corruption. There's some kind of magic corruption emanating from those wounds.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to pass that along to the collected as quietly and surreptitiously as I can.
Okay.
I've got a pretty good Arcana check, actually. I'm gonna roll an Arcana check on those wounds. And I got a 10.
Dang, we suck.
Yeah, we're level 1. I mean, we're not fucking the Lord of we're not Legolas over here.
Yes, Luis, this stuff is strong stuff.
You're not sure exactly what type of magic might have caused this corruption. You just know that it's not good. It's definitely like an evil kind of magic.
Okay. This magic is evil.
Oh, evil magic.
Away,
I'm glad we
foul,
got that
corrupted
started.
being, and I just shove the guy away.
Oh, you're
Jesus.
gonna
I'm
start
very
a
small.
boy fight.
I'm very small, so it doesn't actually like.
Oh, okay.
I choke on my beer a bit.
I just quietly
Uh,
pass my empty mug back onto the
The
bar.
patron you kind of say that to is already kind of drunk, and he just kind of stares at you as you like push him a little bit. And he just starts laughing,
Yeah.
and then just takes a big old sip out of his mug again, and then he pushes you back.
Yay.
That's a good-humored
Now
fellow.
we're talking.
Well, you
I see
uttered
that I have a
one.
little mug of beer in this tiny 3D simulacrum. I love it.
Yeah, there's a lot of detail you can put in this Tailspire. It's really cool. All right,
Yeah,
so what are you guys
actually-
doing here? from here?
Can I do an Arcana check as well? I have a decent one. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. You probably roll better than me. There's no reason why we can't do it over again. We're not in a rush here.
Okay.
We could even take a 10,
But-
as they say.
But you do have to tell me which die that is.
roll-
a D20.
Yeah, roll your d20
D20. Great.
and then add your Arcana to it.
If you go to
Okay.
skills, that'll be in your Arcana.
Oh, Jesus Christ! All right. Well, that's a 6, I guess.
These dice are cursed.
That's not good. That's
You
not
you
good.
get the
Wait, we're
you
we're
get
getting
the
the bad rolls out of the way first.
At least it's not combat, right?
yeah
You're
you
not jumping over a chasm here.
you're just like kind of like locked into what Professor Tad said, and you're just like evil as you like kind of stare at the magic.
You're like Mermaid Man.
Yeah, sounds like me.
Oh, thanks, Ute Papa. Yeah, we all had a lot of fun making our characters.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my drink and set it down. Well, I think we've wasted enough time here. The barkeep is weird and not all that useful, so let's go talk to the guardian mayor guy, lady, or whatever.
Okay.
Entirely reasonable.
On the way out the door, I'm going to attempt to pickpocket that super drunk guy.
Okay. Roll a sleight of hand check.
You got it.
Leaving. What a good idea.
Yep, I'm getting out of here.
Hell yeah.
How do we know how do we know if any of
rolled
us
a
notices
19.
that? Can we do a check for that?
19, y'all.
You rolled a 19. I mean, if
Yeah.
okay, if you want to try, just roll a perception check for me, Burkus.
Okay.
But I rolled a 19 on my sleight of hand.
Gotcha. Give me a second to watch what Burkus rolls
What's
here.
happening? Here we go.
You notice nothing.
Yeah, clearly. Away we go.
You were just you were wandering out the door before he even started pickpocketing. All right, so what you've
You get
managed
one beer in me.
to pickpocket from this injured drunk individual is about 15 silver from his pocket.
Ah, sweet. I forgot he was injured, so I feel a little bad about it. Sweet. 15 silver for me.
He's not going to be able to pay his medical bills.
Yeah, we'll save the town.
You're lucky I didn't notice that.
Save the town.
His money
I
belongs
robbed,
in a
I
museum.
robbed from the reasonably wealthy to give to the other reasonably wealthy.
Without even
Although
having
you did tell us how much money you have, so you better be careful how much you pick up.
without even having to
Hey,
roll,
your characters don't know that.
just from
Okay.
pickpocketing this poor individual, you realize just how poor he is. But it's already too late. You've taken the money out. You can't really put it back in unless you do another
No,
sleight of
no,
hand,
no,
so
no.
you're gone.
This is the beginning of a very interesting character arc.
I love it.
I got my character turned around. Oh, there we go. I was going backward.
Just have
Yeah,
to
I'm having
wonder
issues
how
with
he
this
got so
with this
wealthy.
movement as well.
Yeah, it's a bit funky and it's hard to get used to.
Sorry, what was that, Goop?
I was saying you have to wonder how he got so wealthy.
Oh, true.
Speak for yourselves.
One option for moving is to hold down Shift and use WASD to move your meeple around.
Yeah, if you hold down Shift and press WASD, you can move around. Varus jumps on the table. No, I'm kidding.
What can I say?
If you want to.
I mean, if
can
you
do
want
that.
to, yeah.
How about turning off grid movement? How do you turn off grid?
I mean, you don't. You just have to click and drag your character in if you don't want grid movement. All right, so you all enter the town hall. You see a woman up near the pedestal, and she steps forward as you enter the town hall, her eyes filled with a mix of concern and quiet determination. She gestures for you to come closer and speaks in a measured, heartfelt tone. Welcome to our humbled hall. I am Maricina, guardian of Lyrindale. Fucking Ute with the redeems. I need to turn my redeems off.
Good day, mayor, person, leader. I am Professor Tad, and my group of traveling adventurer friends and I seek to help to stop whatever ails your town and maybe pillage your local ruins, if that's cool.
Cool.
I see. Well, thank you for answering our desperate call. Our village has long known peace, but as of late, shadows have crept into our lives. Strange happenings and unsettling whispers fill the air. Our village has been attacked by strange beings as of late, and I fear that some unknown ancient power has begun to stir. Indeed, there are stories of a relic of old, a shard of a mystical sigil in the crumbling ruins of Moonfall Temple, deep within the Whispering Woods. It's said that this shard once held power to keep darkness at bay. Its reappearance may be linked to the perils we now face. Would you be willing to journey forth into those haunted depths and retrieve the shard and help uncover the truth behind these disturbances?
Sounds like a very valuable shard.
It would do us
All right,
greatly.
quick
if you
question.
could-
Quick question before we agree to anything. Whatever attack befell here, just asking, wasn't any sort of revenge for the village messing around with the natural world, was it? I have to ask.
No, not that I know of. The beings that have been attacking us have been mutated creatures from the forest. One such example, last week we were attacked by some mutated wolves. They seemed corrupted by some kind of magic. I was not able to really tell.
This sounds like what Hollywood screenwriters call an inciting incident. Was there some other thing that happened around that time that you remember?
What's
Anything
the hell
Hollywood?
did you just say?
What the fuck is Hollywood?
I'm assuming this is some sort of arcane gibble gobble.
What was your question, Professor Tad? I apologize.
If you remember anything, it sounds like the wolves are like when everything got started. Do you remember anything happening around that time? Like, somebody getting lost in the woods, like attacking, like, goblins or anything like that, or, anything out of the ordinary happening around that time? Other
Not before the attack. After the attack and our guards held them at bay, the mutated beings retreated, and immediately after, an adventurer did step forth, a soul by the name of Emin, and I sent him to scout the forest and gather intelligence about this encroaching darkness. He was meant to return with the news, yet that was a week ago. He has not been seen or heard from since.
Not anything's come of that.
His fate remains
Well-
unknown. I fear he may have fallen prey to the very dangers we now confront.
Well,
Yeah.
seeing as we're the second group of adventurers that you've sent after this, and the first group died, I think we're gonna have to raise our rates a little bit. What do you think, gang?
It wasn't a group. It was
Yeah.
it was a single adventurer.
I mean, it's not boding very well that the guy you sent before hasn't come back yet. It's a little,
That's all
it's a
we're
little
saying.
suspicious.
Hazard
As she
pay
said,
is
it
all
was
we're
only
saying.
one person.
Well, let's not jump to any conclusions. For all we know, the person may have heard about this particular job, stepped outside, looked at the forest, and said, "How about no?" and left.
I'm trying to negotiate here. I say to our party members, hopefully out of earshot of the mayor.
All right, but don't lose us the job. I personally think this would be a great bonding activity.
I mean, it's
You
not
know,
like
you're
we
probably
need
right about that, Burkus.
It's not like we need permission to slay evil and save the town. I mean, she's gonna want us to do it either way. It'd be nice to get paid.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It would be polite to ask.
What do people like to buy, by the way?
You know what, Professor Tad, roll
Dibs on your share.
would it be sleight of hand or stealth? Roll a stealth check to see how good you're keeping quiet and whispering.
Oh,
Could it be a
okay.
performance?
No, I think it would be stealth.
Wait, are we all rolling?
No, just Professor Tad.
Okay.
Okay, I'm actually pretty good at that. I have a +4 in deception.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, yeah, I rolled a 17.
Okay, she's staring at you guys as you quietly speak amongst yourselves. She doesn't seem like she is aware of anything that you're saying.
If we save your town, I've been convening with my fellow adventurers. We'd like to be paid 75 gold apiece. How's that sound, gang?
75
Wow.
gold.
Is that a lot?
We're not a very rich village by any means.
Negotiations.
Which way did he go?
That's the opening phase. I guess they bid us down. Zhuzh us
we
down.
can afford maybe 20 gold apiece.
That sounds more reasonable.
That sounds fine. And how about free drinks at the bar?
Hey,
You'll have to speak with Error about that, but I doubt he'll have any problems, especially if you save the town, considering they're all his patrons.
Sweet.
I'd like to ask the mayor if she has any documentation, like any tomes pertaining to the
Yes.
runes.
I too would be interested in any records, historical accounts of this forest, of this whispering woods, ancient gods, legends.
We unfortunately don't have any kind of documents on, because we have no idea what this magic is. We're not even sure what it is. And the temple is so ancient, like, history doesn't even have it. We just know that there's a temple there, some old ruins. And the sigil, well, you know what? And she thinks for a second. And she turns and she grabs a book. And she hands it to you, Varus. And it is a religious book. Hold on just a minute. This is something I didn't have prepared, but I'm working on it. Hold on. Okay, you'll have to probably look at this book a little bit later. I gotta prepare that. But it is a book titled Valkyrin the Shattered.
Thank you.
Looks like
ma'am.
you have a bit of extracurricular reading to do.
Oh, I definitely
Varus.
do.
That'll take some time to get through and read, but I'll send you the details later, Goob, about that.
Okay.
I take out my map and lay it out on the table by the mayor, and I'm like, perhaps you could mark on the map where, as close as you can recall the temple being located.
She does. She marks an exact spot. The village folk here seem to know about the temple, just no one really goes there.
Before all this stuff with the wolves started happening, what would you tell travelers to be wary of in this forest?
Just basic, beware of any creatures, usually, wolves or bears or something.
Okay, gotcha. No goblins or
Not that we,
owlbears
none that
or-
we know of. Yeah,
Is Strix's hiding out there?
no, nothing like that.
Okay, cool.
Hmm.
Just want to know what we're walking. Me and my friends are walking into.
Of course.
Now, there is
My
the matter
type-
of payment. We'd like to receive half up front.
Very well. You will receive half up front,
Shit, I didn't know
And
she'd fucking go for
the
that.
other half whenever you return. I think
Perfect.
that's more than fair. She hands
Perfect.
each of you 10 gold if you want to add that to your inventories.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly
But-
how to access my inventory in this.
That's fine. I'll explain it to you.
There it is. Found it.
There you go. Yeah. She looks at you, Tad, considering you've kind of been taking the lead on this, and she looks at you and she says, and before she fully hands you the 10 gold, she says, if your path allows, I implore you also seek out Eamon, the lost adventurer. Whether you find him stranded in need of rescue or uncover clues of his fate, your discovery could prove vital in piecing together the mystery of these troubling events as well.
Yes, and I wouldn't want to stop you from paying us another extra bonus for that. So we'll keep an eye out. Sounds like
My
a
character rolls his
fun
eyes.
thing for us to do. Cleaning up your mess.
Make an
Rude.
intimidation check.
No, he's just being sarcastic.
Oh, okay, all right. All right,
He's
fair
not trying
enough.
to get anything out of it. He's just
Make
making
a
sure that
sarcasm check.
They're going to be paid if they find him.
She raises her eyebrow at you and gives you kind of like a stern look, hands you the 10 gold, and then returns to her pedestal.
Yeah. Well, it's been a pleasure.
Yes.
Do we have any other questions, Gary?
Was that sarcasm? I'm having trouble getting the hang of it.
um, just one last thing, I suppose. Since there is a temple and it's ruined, was there ever any kind of old religion or something practiced in these parts? Maybe that would help us.
Well, we don't practice the religion here in this village, but the religion that we know of, at least related to the shard, in particular, that I mentioned, is of Valkyrin, the Shattered.
All right. That is
Don't know that
all.
But we
will be
welcome-
on our way.
We welcome types of all religions here in this village.
I see. All right. Well, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much. You will see the rest of your payment if you should return. I wish you luck. May the gods guide you on your journey.
Yes, via con Dios to you as well. And I walk out the door.
Okay.
Smoke bomb!
I suppose we're leaving.
Says Professor Tad without throwing it down a smoke bomb, and then leaves.
Next time, Professor, perhaps if you're going to negotiate, could you perhaps not antagonize the potential client?
It's all about a bit of
Evolve.
give and take there, Hercus. Or is it Burkus or Hercus?
I wasn't the one who
believe you
said
can't
that,
be
but it's
confused.
Oh, sorry.
It's Rogar.
Sorry. It's Rogar. Sorry. I'm watching the mouths move on the stream, and that's confusing me.
Right.
Oh, you hold on just a minute. Maricina steps toward the door as you guys are leaving, and she says, "The Whispering Woods on your map are to the south, which would be this direction."
Thank you.
Yes.
Or she leans out the window and says, "Take your next left."
It's a little
Um,
obvious. I don't know why she felt. the
Make
need
a
to tell us.
U-turn now.
Now, companions, I would suggest that perhaps before we go into the woods, that we go to the local shops and get any components. If any of you are spellcasters, like Varus here, or myself.
Some extra supplies would not go amiss if we're going to go traipsing about
Yes.
in the woods.
To make sure we
Okay.
have rations and our water
Eesh.
skins are full.
Be sure to pay your fair share. Aye, the rogue.
You mean Rogar?
I feel like I'm being targeted.
Well, we've got 10 jangly gold in our pockets from the down payment to get supplies, so.
10 jangly gold. You guys hear that?
yeah.
Ooh.
All right. So, you guys returning to the town center where the most of the shops are?
Yep.
Okay.
So, Burkus, I heard you were speaking about nature when we were in the town hall. Are you
Yeah, it's sort of my whole thing.
your whole thing, huh?
It's kind of a hobby.
I see.
I normally don't have anybody else to talk to except for nature.
So you speak with the land and the animals?
Well,
I
we're
try
all
not to
technically
bother them
talking
too
to
much, but
animals
yes.
right now.
There are normal animals in this world, but also, anthro versions as well. So
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
to
I'm
keep it
somewhat of an
simple.
animal myself, you know.
just to keep it simple.
But yes, I am a follower of Solonara, and that is my patron, or not patron, god. And I just want to, trying to get a feel for, I suppose, everyone's, I don't know, intentions in this world. But I respect anyone that wants to protect the land and follow a righteous way.
Oh, I appreciate that. I myself follow Verdelia.
Oh, I see.
I'm just
This
looking
seems
up
like an
some stuff
opportune
here.
time for me to commit another.
What? Okay, well, I'll keep talking about Verdelia, the life giver.
Okay.
You go crime.
I'm joking.
Oh yes. I just sit there
It'd just be
listening
funny if,
intently.
like, in the background where you're talking about, like, the greater good, like, my frog's just, like, pickpocketing a few more people.
What is
Yeah.
your alignment, by the way?
For
Chaotic good.
most
Okay.
for most of those wondering in chat, I only just developed this world and like the gods and demons and stuff like in the past week, so nothing and everything is still like a work in progress. That's why it's a little kind of bumpy, a little rocky this playthrough. I'm not using like the Forgotten Realms as like my world. This is all like an original thing that I created. So
It's in, like, a little village doing a small adventure right now. We don't really need to know that much about the cosmology.
exactly.
of the
That's why I was like, I don't
universe.
think you need to know that much. But then Varus is like, hand me some books on lore. I'm like, shit. But no, that's fine. It's totally fine.
Gotta keep you on your toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? Those books might not even be in common, so.
Right. Kind of out of character right now. For my spells as a cleric. Oh, sorry.
No, sorry. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, do I need to buy any components, or is that gonna be more so like Varus, because she's a wizard? Is she gonna have to buy like?
If you have any spells
ingredients?
that require components, then yeah, by all means. You can look at your spell list and it'll tell you if it requires certain things.
Where would it say that?
It's probably on your character sheet. Go to your spells.
Right.
So if it
Click
doesn't say
on-
requires something, then it doesn't.
Yeah, if
Question
you click
mark.
on each individual spell, it will have details about it. Every
Oh, okay.
spell either has a verbal, semantic, or material component. If it's listed as V, S, and M. If it's got an M, then you need to have a physical something to do the spell.
Yeah, a lot of DMs don't enforce the physical reagent components of the spell, just like ammo isn't really something a lot of DMs enforce. Or
Wait,
giving
what
back
is semantic?
change.
Semantic is wiggling your fingers and doing stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
See.
on your character sheet, next to your spells, there's like little letters. It says V, S, and if there's an M, that means it requires some magical components. If you click on that M, and it'll pop up another window that shows you exactly what you need to cast that spell. And if there's
They
anything
tend to
you
be
guys
very
need, you can.
esoteric and strange items.
Yeah, if there's anything you need, like component-wise, it would be a good time to go ahead and go to the shop and purchase.
All right. With mine, it says that I need a flask of holy water worth 25 plus GP. Can I just make my own holy water?
If you have a specific spell, you can. It's a ritual spell of some sort, and its name is eluded me because my brain just died.
Yes.
It's not purify food and drink, but it's something similar.
It's you may perform a special ritual. It takes an hour to perform. It uses 25 GP worth of powdered silver, and requires you to expand the first level slot if you want to make your own holy water. But
Okay, is there a place I can go and just buy holy water?
yep,
Okay,
There's-
I'm not a
there's
good enough
various-
cleric yet, I guess.
there's various magic shops in the world, and like, there's one in this town. I made
There's Hank's Holy Water on 3rd Street.
Hank's holy water. How about this?
Holly's Holy Water, she'll get right in the bottle with you.
You ask one of the villagers about maybe a component magic shop, and they guide you over in this direction.
I start looking around to see if there are any shepherds with sheep,
What's that
I'm a
divine
sheep.
light just now coming down from above?
because I need fleece.
I'm a sheep. Oh, I don't know if that counts.
That's true, yeah.
There is no like farm or animals, any kind of thing, anything like that in this village.
I will not be donating my frog legs.
What other
But
kind
they're
of
so
shops are
delicious.
there apart from magic?
But you're more than welcome to check one of the shops and see if they sell any.
Well, let's just start poking around the various shops and see what they have on offer.
Oh, sorry. What kind of shops are there? There's a blacksmith, there's a magic shop, and I think that's it in this town. The tavern, of course. It's a very small, quaint little village.
I guess I'll check the magic shop.
Yeah, I want to get a couple booster packs while we're here.
All right.
All right, you all enter the shop, and there's a wizard behind the table. He sees you enter, and he's like, "Ah, welcome! I am Galstaff, sorcerer of light."
Yeah, I love this.
Good to meet you, Golfstaff. I would like to buy 2 of your holy water and a shard of a mirror. And maybe just like some, I don't know, little seed pouch.
Ah, yes. Very well. Let me look through my stock here.
Oh, and some silver powder.
Silver powder, you say?
I have like a D&D music playlist on, like just in the background, and like the second we went into the store, it like switched to the perfect like mysterious magic shop music.
Ooh.
All right. How much silver powder are you wanting?
Do you sell it by the pound or? I mean,
Whoa.
Yes. Well, I mean, you can buy 5 gold pieces worth of powdered silver. You can buy 10 gold pieces worth of powdered silver.
how about 2 gold pieces worth?
Okay. Well, he fills a little pouch with some powdered silver. He's like, 2 gold pieces for that, please.
Alright.
Here is a shard of a mirror. About, let's see, 45. Hold on. Shit.
Meanwhile, the marshals are just hanging
Yeah.
around in the town square.
He hands you a little pouch with a couple of shards. Let's say 5 shards of shattered mirror. And he's like,
Okay.
"That'll be 5 copper, please."
All right, I hand it over.
All right. He hands you the 5 shattered mirror pieces and the 2 gold pieces worth of powdered silver. What else did you ask for? A seed pouch?
A seed pouch and 2 flasks of holy water.
2 flasks of holy water. Okay, 50 gold pieces for that, please.
Whoa. Okay. I don't have that.
Is that a
much
lot?
money.
Oh,
That-
I love
a lot.
fucking Burkus. I love it.
It is a lot for me. Yes. How much is the seed pouch?
1 gold piece for a seed pouch.
No, these prices, inflation today, I tell you. Okay, how much for a water skin? How about that? Or just a flask, an empty flask, no holy water.
An empty flask. That's just 3 copper pieces for that, please.
All right, give me like 3 of those.
All right. And then give me 9 copper pieces, please.
How much copper goes into 1 silver?
10.
Okay. What about Electrum?
It's easier to just skip Electrum and go straight to gold, because it goes on factors of 10. Electrum's weird.
Yeah, don't use Electrum.
Okay. So I'm just gonna hand him like 1 gold piece, and he can hand me the chain.
Okay.
I'm not doing math today.
All right. All right. He hands you your change, and he's like, there you go. Anything?
I think electrums are more like $half.
Which is why they're kind of weird. We
Do you have
usually
any
just stick with gold.
dungeoneering- Professor Tad's like, do you have any dungeoneering supplies, or is that a different store?
Dungeoneering. I've got a few potions.
Such as...
Well, I have a potion of healing here. I've got a couple of those. They're 50 gold pieces each.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh,
I tell you, these prices
I'll
are outrageous
pass.
these days.
that is a lot.
The healthcare. I knew the healthcare industry was a racket, but geez Louise.
Yeah, I mean, this town has more problems than just the mutant wolves.
Thank goodness we have a druid and a cleric.
Yes.
I'll be fine on the potions, but thank you.
You're quite
Do
welcome.
you have any cheaper potions? Where are your discount potions?
Yeah, what happens to the potions at the end
The
of the day
expired
when you throw
ones.
them away? You know, like the expired ones? Like, what happens to the expired potions? Do you throw those out? Can we, like, go digging through the
They
dumpster?
don't expire, sir.
Ah, crap.
I have a hard time believing that.
But is there a store that sells, like, general dungeoneering type supply?
Not in this town.
Okay, never mind.
I'm gonna
I
walk
get bored
outside.
and wander outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk outside and go to the fountain and fill up my flask with water, and I will do a ritual. I guess I'll start my ritual to make holy water. While everyone, I just need the silver powder, right?
Cool.
In water.
Even
Yeah,
though
if
you would-
that's what it says it needs.
Even though you would assume that as a frog, I would be doing the froggy stroke, I'm actually doing the backstroke swimming in the fountain. Just, you know,
Scandalous.
to shake
I'm
it
just
up.
gonna follow Varus around because she asked about my deal. So
Wait, who asked about? Your what?
Varus, or that was Varus, right? Have I already
No,
lost the thread?
no, it
I think
was
that was Tamari.
Tamari that asked
Oh,
about
Tamari.
your
It's
deity.
me.
No. Wait. Well, where did you go?
I'm right here by the fountain.
Right here.
All right, if Tamari's going to be focusing on doing a ritual for the next hour, then instinct tells me to basically stand watch.
Okay, so you're gonna spend the next hour performing the ritual?
I mean, I thought maybe I would need holy water, but maybe
No,
not.
that's fine if you want to go ahead and do that.
Yeah, it says I can make it. It's just going to take an hour, and I have to spend 1 spell slot. But do I have to know the spell to make holy water, or I probably do, right?
There is a specific spell for it. It's called ceremony.
I don't have that. Okay, so I guess I can't make holy water.
Well, we have
Me
an
neither,
Amazon
sorry.
fresh kit for holy water right here. There's got to be
Yeah,
a use for it at some
eventually, I swear, I will make some holy water, and we will all be blessed.
point. Hey. Well, here's a
But today is
question.
not the day.
Today is
Well-
not that day.
Here's a
Well,
question.
if we
Skid.
run into a situation where we need holy water, we can always just turn around and run.
What was your question?
Is there any abandoned houses or structures in the village?
No, there's none of these houses seem abandoned. There's not enough houses in the village to
Okay.
be abandoned.
Okay.
All of them have like like I said, whenever you first when you first entered the village, there's people like hiding within their houses, staring out the window, and
Right.
there are a couple
Okay.
of people in the town center, but
Can I look down that well?
sure.
I look down the well.
You look okay. You look down the well.
Do I see the bottom?
Why don't you give me an investigation check?
Okay. That sounds fair.
Skid shuffles some papers around manically.
Didn't the well, the well. I didn't think about the well.
Timmy's down there.
All right, I got a 15.
15. Yeah, you can see down to the bottom of the well. It looks fair. It doesn't look like super deep, but you see some scattered gold coins down there.
Tally ho! I jump in the well.
Professor Tad!
You splash into the well.
Christ on a bike.
I'll be right back.
The hell's this happening over here?
Don't ask.
As you're wandering toward the well, you just noticed a small frogman jump into it. Sploosh. A couple of villagers have already turned their gaze at the noise, and are just very confused about what's going on.
Nothing to see here,
Keepers.
just some regular investigation going on. Go about your business.
All right.
I'm searching for cultural artifacts down here.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Roll me a dexterity check.
Just a regular dex check.
Yeah, just straight up dex.
Okay. 17.
All right, you managed to grab a nice big handful of coins, and you swim back to. And I guess, especially you being a damn frog, I guess roll with advantage. Roll it again. How about that?
Okay. Sure. It's much lower. We'll take the first one.
You managed to grab a handful of coins and swim back to the surface, and you climb out.
Hooray!
You
How many
you.
coins did I find?
I'm checking right now. Fucking, you are the most hilarious.
Professor Tad is quite the character.
Is this going to be an ongoing thing with you?
Adventure? You bet your bippy. I
I'm
throw
gonna-
the coins in your face. No, I don't do that. Ah, no.
I'm gonna go back to the magic shop entrance, and I'm going to lean in and look at Varus. Have you gotten all your magical components yet?
I need to see if this man sells fleece. I don't see anything on his shelves.
All right. Burkus just had about 30 gold worth of coins shoved in his face.
Yay!
Yeah, you can
Wait, do
have
I get to
half,
keep those?
Marcus. You
Jeez
can have half.
Louise.
We'll split it with you.
Oh,
Actually, I got a question for the DM. Since
Okay.
she's looking for fleece and I am a sheep, is it possible for me to offer some of my wool?
I
If
mean,
one of the-
absolutely. But yeah,
It's like the gift of the Magi.
Galstaff looks at you, Varus, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you standing there right in front of me for the past 10 minutes." Yes, we do. I do carry a little bit of fleece. Yes, it is. It is a common, magical component. How much would you like?
Give me 2 gold worth.
All right. He hands you a bag full of fleece, and he's like, "Gold, please."
Give him 2 gold.
All right. He's like, "Thank you. I want to cast magic missile,
Professor Tad is.
but I
thinking to
won't
himself-
because that would be dangerous in this confined area."
Professor Tad is thinking to himself and wondering why people were making wishes in the drinking well when there was a perfectly good fountain like 10 feet away.
There's two. There's
It's
a
causing
fountain.
him an existential crisis.
Here's the thing: you haven't checked the fountain.
I was swimming around in that thing.
Not.
And I did a history.
No,
and investigation check when I first came into the town on the fountain.
Yeah, but you weren't looking specifically for coins.
I suppose that's true.
You rolled really low, as well. You're like,
also
look, it's a fountain. Is it a statued fountain? Yeah, it's got some statues.
That's, right. That's true. Yeah. I guess I'll do another investigation on the big fountain.
The
When
villagers.
you do that, you haven't burned that one?
The villagers kind of like are walking up to you, concerned now, and they're like, sir, that's
Nat 20.
those are."
Those are wishes.
That's
yeah, they're
that
my
gold.
wishes now. God
That
damn
gold
it.
belongs. That gold belongs
People
to the
don't
village.
make wishes in drinking wells when there's a wishing fountain right next to it.
Tad, say this
It's
gold
on
belongs in a
them.
museum.
That is their problem, not Professor Tad's. If those were the coins in the wishing fountain, then by golly, no, I wouldn't take them.
Make
But
a
those are at the bottom of a drinking well.
Make a persuasion check.
But I did roll a nat 20 on my investigation
did.
of the big fountain.
You did.
Just, all right.
There's quite a lot more gold in the fountain than there was the drinking well.
All right, I rolled a 19 with the persuasion.
They're like,
Wow.
oh,
This group I had to bump into.
I see. You know what? You're right. You just kind of wander off.
Just
Their
tell
positions.
people to make their wishes in the fountain with the statues next time. I don't think it's good for your drinking health to have coins in the drinking water anyway.
All
Did
right.
you a favor. It's like heavy metals or something. I don't know.
So am I to
well,
assume you're diving in again?
Yeah, I'm just doing top to bottom. I'm climbing all the way to the top of the statue, pulling on every thing, looking for secret levers and hidden hatches.
Okay.
Looking for hollow things, looking under the water. on
There's
top of
no
the water.
roll needed for
At the
that.
base
There's
of the
nothing
thing.
special about this fountain other than the gold at the bottom of it, which isn't very deep. It's not as deep as the damn well that you just swam into. So
Yeah. Those are people's wishes. I'm leaving those be.
okay.
That would not be nice to take.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing special about this well. It's just, or this fountain, sorry. It's just a
I
fountain.
draw a picture of it and close the sketchbook angle.
Very well.
Great.
all
I'm
right.
relieved.
Well, if Professor Tad is done doing a bunch of swimming, can we get on to the forest? If you're all ready, that is.
I've had about enough of town. So yes, forest
I'm
would be
just trying
good.
to look for
I
wherever,
see the frog
wherever
on top of
sells
the fountain.
a woodcutter's axe,
That would
if possible.
That would probably be the blacksmith, and he's over in this direction.
Ironically, the woodcutter doesn't have the woodcutter's axe. The blacksmith does.
Yes, you gotta open the
It's amazing.
You ram
Bumping
yourself into the
against
door
fucking-
repeatedly.
Boom, 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 boom.
Ah,
The blacksmith needs to pay off his loan to Tom Nook. This place
Welcome.
is tiny.
what can I get for you?
Just looking for a woodcutter's axe.
A woodcutter's axe? Yes, I've got one of those for you.
How much would that be?
It will be one. Let's see, 3 silver.
Silver? That I could work with that.
50 gold! Only 50 gold! Everything is 50 gold in this town, haven't you heard? Alright, so you hand him the silver, he hands you a solid woodcutter's axe.
Nice. That's all I'm here for.
Oh, well, thank you for stopping by.
I'll approach the shopkeep.
Okay.
This may be an odd request, but do you perchance have a signal whistle?
A signal whistle? No, I don't think I carry anything like that here.
Thought I'd ask, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you kindly.
Very well. Thank you for stopping by.
All right, ready as I'm gonna be.
Alright, you guys want to head out of town toward the Whispering Woods?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Alright, I'm gonna have to... God, I'm gonna have to make all your characters again in the next map. Just this thing's messed up. Alright, here we go. So, remember, as you guys entered, it was already dusk, and the sun has been slowly lowering. So now...
Ooh.
Fog is so thick I can't even see myself.
You know what they say? No bad ideas. I mean, we could just burn the whole forest down.
We actually
Spitball
cannot do
idea.
that.
Oh. Just a theoretical idea.
Yeah, I think maybe Burkus might take offense to you burning down the woods.
There's
I
a
would have to
whole
start
lot of
hitting you with my
forests.
stick a lot.
There's a lot of forests. I mean, it's just one.
I was just starting to like you, Frogman.
Since we're in the dark woods, I'm going to take out my my special Lumia lantern that is on a shepherd's crook to help light
Fancy.
the way.
Okay.
I do take out my old-timey lantern and hold it in front of me.
And I'm gonna
Hey.
get to the front of the group, and I wanna do something real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. So, companions, I know we're about to go on a dangerous adventure in the woods, but before we do, I was wondering if perhaps you would entertain a little experiment I have in mind. You see, I am a cleric, and I am quite interested in miracles, and I am hoping this lantern here that I have, I think is special, and I think it too may be a magic wondrous item, and one day it can perform a miracle, but I feel like it needs intent and spirit and hope put into it. So as an experiment, I have a bag here, and she pulls out like a little pouch of rocks that I took from my temple, and they're just ordinary rocks. And she goes around, she passes like a rock to each person. But I believe if you want to keep this on your person and you know, put your intent, your hope, your desires, that maybe one day these rocks can become something more. And it's kind of a test to see, you know, if the holy power of the gods can be transferred to mortals like ourselves. It would be interesting if we could keep it on our journeys and see, you know. Like maybe in one day, hopefully it will aid you in our adventures.
Oh, it would not be the strangest request that's been made of me, so why not?
Professor Tad takes out one of those like jeweler's lenses and is like looking through it at it, like, you know, like seeing if it's valuable. in any way.
It's just an ordinary rock for now, but it can be extraordinary, and I think all of us can do extraordinary things. And you know, may the light help you in the path forward. So,
It has a mild yet rocky flavor.
you're not supposed to eat it. It's not candy.
I'm just tasting.
Thank you. I'm going to put it with my other rocks.
Varus
I mean, no disrespect, but the gods haven't done much for me. I just hand her the stone back.
No, you must try. It's. I guess I'll take it back. She looks a little
I could
sad,
reverse
dejected.
pickpocketed onto him if you want me to.
Erdan just
He's not looking.
walks
Pretend you
forward,
didn't
looking a
hear
little
that.
defeated.
What were you saying, Varus?
Varus pulls an amulet on a leather string from under her cloak and starts to weave the new rock into that necklace
Aw.
and tucks it back underneath her cloak.
Well, thank you for entertaining this experiment of mine. All right.
I have quite an extensive collection of rocks and gemstones. I will keep it with honor. Thank you.
Okay, so now that we're here.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. So, leaving the safety of the village behind, you step into the Whispering Woods. It is a forest dense and shrouded in mist, the trees towering and twisted, their branches whispering secrets to the wind. Every step forward feels like an invitation into mystery. As you navigate the windy forest path,
Well,
how about
mystery we're RSVPing +1?
How about everybody roll a perception check for me, please? Everybody roll.
Oh, hell yeah.
15?
16?
17.
1.
Natural one.
Nice
Burkus
things.
12.
Okay,
12
Burkus
for
right.
me too.
Okay, Burkus is just happy to be like with a group of people, just wandering
In
through
the
forest,
woods!
in the woods.
Into the woods.
But
We're ecstatic.
for most everyone else, an unexpected rustle snaps your attention, and before you can react, a pack of mutated direwolves, creatures twisted by dark magic, emerge from the undergrowth.
Well, that didn't take long.
Okay.
Nice doggy.
And I need everybody to go ahead and roll for initiative.
I'm going to
Ah,
snuff out my
shit.
lantern and attempt to fade into the shadows.
You
17.
14?
you are gonna do. Hold on. I'll ask for the numbers here in a minute. Just keep your number in mind for your initiative. What were you doing, Tad? You're rolling stealth.
Yeah, I'm just going stealth. I'm just at the start of combat.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Okay. And I got my initiative number 2 whenever you want it. Alright, I got 17 on stealth.
17 on stealth. Okay, so you duck behind a tree and vanish out of sight.
Aha!
Wow.
I'll say you're over here. Are you gonna like get rid of your little lantern light here?
Exactly, yeah, and then try to flank around behind to the side.
Gotcha. All right, so I'll put you there for now.
That's perfect.
Let me get my turn-based mode going here. Woo! Haven't done this in a while. Holy moly! Give me just a second, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a lot of fun, by the way. This is super
Me too.
awesome so far.
Yeah, this is great. Take your time. I'm just being mauled by a direwolf.
You're not being mauled yet.
Chaos is a ladder.
I'm having to rename these wolves. It helps me keep track of them better in this.
Larry, Gary, Chuck, and Steve.
And now I got to roll for each of these wolves too. So Okay, so who rolled anywhere from 25 to 20? Did you? And make sure you add your initiative to it as well. It should be on your character sheet.
Oh.
So it did anybody roll from a 25 to 20?
I rolled 20.
You rolled 20. Okay.
Where is initiative? Initiative.
Underneath
Where-
proficiency.
Ah, okay, I got 20.
You rolled 20 as well? Okay.
Yeah, 18 plus 2.
All right, who rolled anywhere from 19 to 15?
I got a 17.
Okay.
I got a 15.
Okay.
I got a 15 as well.
Okay. Uh, 14 to 10?
I've got a 14.
This fucking wolf.
You god dang wolf.
There we go. All right, I got the turn order for everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my battle music here. Ambushed. All right, Burkus, you are up first since you rolled 20.
Sweet. Okay. How many kinds of things can I do?
You have one
Is it
action,
just
one bonus
one
action, and
one
movement.
bonus action and movement? Okie dokie. Wait, where would I find my bonus actions, or if I have any?
Bonus
Should be
actions
under
and stuff
action.
is like to using a potion, picking up an item, doing something that's non-combat related that you could feasibly do within 6 seconds.
Gotcha. Great. Oh, this is good battle music. Okay. Getting hyped up. Let's see. And I can see all these wolves, right?
You can, yeah, they've come out from hiding at this point, and you can kind of see them surrounding your party.
They're making
OBKB.
threatening gestures, like punching their fist into like one hand.
I gotcha. All right.
Well. So you want our wolf turf, huh?
And to be clear, I can't speak with these, right? Because we're in a fight.
I mean, you can try.
You can talk during fights.
Yeah. I can try.
A normal direwolf would count as a beast, but a corrupted direwolf might not be in the mood to talk.
Yeah, fair enough.
He might send a few curse
There's no
words
harm
back.
in trying, though. It's a minor action talking. It doesn't take up combat.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll talk to this guy next to me then, and ask him to leave us alone. We're having a friendly bonding.
Tell them that you serve the wilds or
Are-
something like druid.
Do you have like? Are you naturally gifted to be able to speak with animals, or did you cast that?
Yes. Let's see. It's not like a spell. I think I can just do it.
Oh, that's cool.
Let me double check that.
Yeah, I don't
Please
know
do.
if Speak with animals is a passive. I think it's something that needs to be casted. At least
Oh wait,
in
no! It is a spell. It is a spell. Oh, great, cool.
Yeah, you'll have to cast that as your action
That-
first.
Yeah, that would take up your combat turn if you didn't want to do that.
Oh, okay. Cool. Noted.
Yep, yeah, that's a first level spell, which if you'll notice up above it, there's two little square ticks. It's next to slots. If you were to cast a spell, you'd have to tick off one of those slots, and then you wouldn't be able to get that slot back until like a short rest or a long rest. So you can only cast a spell a certain amount of times. Any spells, actually.
Right.
So
taking a short or a long rest.
But yeah, you don't just naturally have that. You'd have to cast that in order to try and speak with it.
Yeah.
If you were in your animal form, you would be able to talk. But even though we are animals, I don't think these count as animals.
No, not in this case. No.
No, I wouldn't think so. Yeah, in that case, he's so close to me that I'm going to have to hurt him if possible.
Okay.
Give a taste of the old shillelagh.
Yeah, basically that. I'm gonna quarterstaff this dude.
Okay. What you'll need to do now is roll to see if you hit him, and you hit. You add that hit DC number to your D20 roll.
Okay. And wait a minute. So I'm doing a D20 roll and then another one.
No, just roll one D20 and then you add that, and then you add +4 to it because that's what your 2 hit is.
Okay, great. Thanks for hanging in there, chat.
Yeah. See, this is what the point of this whole session is because we have a couple of beginners, and it's to teach them kind of the ropes and see if it's something that they like, you know. Which is totally
so that
fine.
was.
And if they don't, their character's killed off. Just kidding.
So that was a 12, and then I add 4 to it, the hit DC number?
Yes, that hit DC, you add that to your roll.
Okay, so that's 16.
So you would roll to hit 16. That his armor class is below what you rolled, so that means you would hit him. Now you roll damage.
All right.
Which is for you is a 1d. Are you
gotcha.
wielding? Are you wielding your quarterstaff two-handed?
Right. Believe it's currently one-handed.
Okay, so that would be a 1d6 plus 2. It says it right next to your thing.
Okay.
So.
Yes, it does. And there we go.
Whoa!
6.
Max roll, nice. So you deal 8 damage to this mutated direwolf.
Yeah, buddy. Then what happens?
That is damage dealt.
Okay.
Okay, chat. I know it says his hit points is 10 right here. That is incorrect. I have all my stuff listed over here. I might have to change that in game later. I don't know. That's a lot to handle in game. But all right. So you deal 8 damage. You smack that wolf over the head with your quarterstaff. And it doesn't even really whimper. It's just more like a guttural noise, you know, when you hit this wolf. And now, I guess if you have anything you can do as a bonus action, or you can try to move, or end your turn.
Let's see. I guess I can move away to be a little more central here among everybody.
Okay.
How far can I move?
Okay, if you're moving away, if you are trying to move away, it's going to get an attack of opportunity on you. Meaning it'll get a free hit on you if you try to get out of its range.
Well, I don't love that. I guess I'll just stay here. Jeez.
Okay.
That's kind of how combat works in D&D.
Yeah, so, all right, you'll just stand there, and that is your turn, so. Next is Frog Folk. No, it's Professor Tad's turn.
Okay. Stealth mission start. First, I'm going to equip my blowgun and put a poison blow dart in it.
Ooh.
And I'm still struggling with this app to find my fucking hit dice. Where do I find that in this stupid thing? Is that on my main page or with my ability?
Just a second.
Okay.
All right. So on your character sheet, your blowgun, your hit, it's right next to your blowgun. It says hit DC, which says
It's
+2.
not showing me that in my app for some stupid.
Oh,
Oh.
are you?
There it is.
Are you?
Got it. There it is. I see
Okay.
it now.
Nice.
Okay. Sweet. Okay, rolling. And I'm shooting the wolf that is closest to Birchley, and this is a sneak attack as well.
Okay. Now, so I would say, yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I got a 10 altogether with the hit dice.
You rolled a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, that misses. You shoot the blow dart, and it whizzes past the direwolf's ear, and you see the direwolf's ears just kind of perk a little bit because of the wind that howls by it, like real quick. Noise.
Because this is a sneak attack, I do have advantage, so I get to roll it.
That's true. You're absolutely right.
Oh, and I rolled a 2. So both of sneak attacks miss. But
Oh, no!
Theoretically, that will not reveal me to the enemy.
No, it does. It won't reveal
frog
you.
in a bush.
Nope, it won't reveal you. You missed both shots with your blow dart, but the wolf is just kind of like, heard the little whew by its ear, and it's just like, a little confused. All right.
I'm just wondering where the hell you went.
Yeah, he's hidden from everybody right now. It almost to everyone else, it looks like Professor Tad ran.
Yeah. Very disappointed.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
Slippery frog. Should call him, I don't know, something like Slippy or something.
Yeah.
right? I know.
He's slipping away.
Even
All right.
though I'm not there, a health bar appears on the screen. It's like,
That's good. Okay, so now it is Wolf 3, their turn here. So Wolf 3 is gonna charge in toward Red Spade. Make sure I can do that.
Shut up, chat. This battle's gonna take
Yeah,
longer
he's-
than a Dragon Ball Z fight.
they're
Hey,
not wrong.
hey,
that's
everybody's
D&D
learning,
combat,
you know?
baby.
That's how combat works in D&D, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
6 episodes later.
Yeah, being good at combat in D&D does not make it take any less time. Let's not get it twisted. It's still very much a game about dice.
Okay, so this first mutated direwolf charges up to Eridon and is going to try and bite.
And gives them a friendly greeting.
Hello,
Bite.
good sir. No,
Bite
it
them,
tries,
bite
tries
them.
to
That
bite
makes
Eridon, so that is a 13.
Party foul.
Is that does 13 hit?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. So that is that wolf's turn. We are up to Varus.
You blew it.
Okay, I'm gonna cast one of my cantrips.
Okay.
Firebolt on which wolf is that? Wolf 1.
The one next to
One.
Burkus.
Yes. So I roll the hit DC first.
Let me hold on. What is Firebolt?
Firebolt is 2 hit against their armor class.
Yeah. Okay. So you do roll a d20 and then add your hit DC number next to it.
Okay. So DC, I got an 18,
Okay. You rolled an 18, so +4. Yeah, that definitely hits.
and then the effect,
Is a 1d10 fire damage. So
3.
3. Okay. So you sling a firebolt at the wolf, and you see its fur kind of singe off, and you deal 3 damage.
Nicely done.
Who's
Alright.
the real monster here?
Anything else? Is that your turn? Anything else?
Am I within range to be hit by any of them?
No, you are out of range of all of them right now.
Okay. I'm gonna try and move back.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and move your character.
About right here.
I love this 3D system.
Isn't it cool?
Set up for this.
It's so great.
I'm in the bushes, guys.
Yeah, look, he's over here. He's like,
Don't
I'm
tell
over here.
nobody. Just shut
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Who said that?
All right. Well, now it
There's trees.
now it is down to this wolf, the one that you guys have been beating on. His turn. He's gonna
Bitey.
get a little bit closer to Burkus here,
I should have left.
seeing that Burkus smacked him on the head with a staff. He's not happy, so he's gonna try and bite Burkus.
I feel like there's like a Beastars style rivalry going on between you guys.
I need a bonk sound effect or something.
That is a natural 1. So
Wow.
so the wolf.
Well, he's taken quite a beating.
Yeah.
I look at the wolf and I'm like, perhaps we're not so different.
He ends up biting his own tail.
This beast.
Yeah, the wolf just completely misses, or rather, you like hold up your quarterstaff and he bites the quarterstaff instead. And a few of his
Hey!
a few of his teeth fall out from biting the hard wood, and he's like there's still no whimper. He's just like
Oh my God.
that kind of noise.
Jesus.
All right, we are to Rogar.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
Amanda, show.
Okay, I don't think I can see that one behind the tree. So since I don't like how Aradon is about to get mobbed because there's 3 of them there. Yep.
Could have taken the rock.
Sorry,
Okay.
it's just
well,
a normal DM reaction.
Yeah.
Very, very normal. Okay, let's see. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, excuse me, 20, 25. Actually, before I do that, do you allow flanking rules in this game?
Yes.
Okay, so I am going to get behind this guy over here. And let's see, so I can get some flanking going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to do some stabby on the dire wolf.
Stabby. All right, roll for an attack.
All right.
What the hell are flanking rules?
Flanking rules is if you've got a enemy between you and somebody else, you are considered to have flanked that opponent, and then you can get advantage on your attempts to hit them.
That's right.
Okay, so here we go. Well, I'm glad I had advantage. 15 is the best I can do.
15, that does hit.
Okay. And so I will go ahead and use my sneak attack damage on this. So we do a short sword stabby for 9 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
plus another 6 piercing damage for a total of 15.
Wow.
God damn.
Rugar,
Rogues.
Are you a ranger or
Rogues, I'm telling you.
Yo, you're a rogue too, Rugar?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I thought you said you were a ranger earlier. I was like,
No, I'm the ranger.
That's Aradon.
Eridon's the ranger.
We've got, yeah.
Okay, so is the dire wolf still kicking?
Yes, barely, but still kicking.
Okay, then I will use my bonus action to use the dagger in my offhand, and I will try to stab it again.
Okay, go for it.
All right. And this time, okay, much better. I get a 25 to hit.
Yeah, for sure, that hits.
All right.
So go ahead and roll your
and
damage.
That is another 7 piercing damage.
Okay, you as you stab that wolf, it falls prone, lifeless, to the ground.
Oh.
Okay. One down. Let's see. Now, I've only got 5 movement left. Let's see. So, what I would like to do to minimize the amount of potential flanking that can go on with Aradon, I am going to go ahead and move 5 feet to stand next to him, and that will be the extent of what I can do.
Okay. And that is your turn done. We're on to Tamari.
All right. Seeing that these wolves have jumped out of the forest, and I'm the only one here with heavy armor, I'm going to rush forward, use my movement to get to this wolf. How do you do that? Like that little thing where you can measure how far away something is. Can I run up to this wolf over here by the log?
Press M. And then 2. Look, everybody's doing it. And then you can measure like that.
All right, looks like it's 15.9 feet away.
Haunted by orbs here. Get your orbs off.
This is
And
great.
how do I know what my movement is? 30 feet? Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and run up to this.
Okay.
And
This
I'm
whole
just gonna
battle is
pull
taking
out
place
my
within, like, 20
mace
feet.
and my shield, and I'm gonna try and whack it in the head as hard as I can.
All right, sounds good to me. Roll for an attack.
Let the whacking begin.
All right. That's 18.
Yeah, that hits.
All right.
Hip hip hooray!
That's a 3.
Just a 3. It's a 1d6, I guess.
Yeah.
All these geometric shapes littering the forest.
All right, so you you whack that wolf on the head. Thunk. Anything else?
And
Mother Nature 0 us.
I
It
guess
explodes, or
I just hold up my shield and I'm like, get behind me,
Okay. Is
and
that
that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Whoops.
We are up to Aradon.
All right, I'm gonna make a quick attack with my short bow on this wolf right here.
Sure. Thank you for the tip. Basura, thank you for that. All right. So you're aiming to fire at that wolf. Gotcha. Go ahead and roll for attack then.
It's just gonna explode like a Pinto. Must add a full tank of gas.
Plus 5, that's 20.
Yeah, that hits. Absolutely.
Okay, and damage. 6 plus 4 is 10. That's 10 damage.
Okay. Yeah, that arrow sticks into its shoulder, and it kind of guttural growls a little bit in pain.
That was a quick reflex of what I was able to do. Just get an arrow gone through there, and
nice.
I can't really think of anything else. My character is aware of these 2 others that are in front of him, but not much else.
All right.
The Seeker Ethan asks if you have Hunter's Mark yet.
I do have Hunter's Mark, yes.
Oh.
Does that... Oh, I can use that as a bonus
I
action.
think that's a bonus action, yeah.
So I can go ahead and do Hunter's Mark, then.
On which one?
I'll do the farthest one here.
Wolf 4 over there? Okay.
Let me... Yeah, this one.
Okay. Doesn't Hunter's Mark grant you, like, advantage or something? I forget what it does. I know it lets you track the monster. It's been a while.
I believe it grants advantage to you or anybody else on your team that's attacking it.
I think that, yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so you have now Hunter's marked the wolf 4 over there. Is that your turn? Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's time for the rest of the wolves.
Yeah, you have advantage and you get a bonus 1d6 damage.
That's right.
I knew there was something like that.
All right, so this wolf over here by this tree is going to run up to Varus and try to bite her.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
That is a 12 to hit. Does that hit?
My armor class is 12, so I don't know. If
Okay,
it's
yeah, that hits. If it meets it, it beats it basically is what.
Oh, okay.
So, all right, so that means now I get to roll damage. The wolf bites Varus for 8 piercing damage.
Jeez.
Owies.
Oh my god.
It'll pay for that foul beast.
And that is that wolf's turn. All right, so you know how to subtract any damage and all that stuff?
I think I'm down.
Okay. Oh, you're down?
Are you okay?
Oh,
Oh my
no!
God.
Paper.
Oh, so my melodramatic scream, no, was actually appropriate there.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
Okay,
No.
Varus is knocked
Hey.
unconscious.
We're off to a good
Ow.
start here.
What
Damn
the
it.
crap?
Yeah, wizards don't have very much health.
Good thing I took out insurance on all of us before.
Is she at like 0 hit points?
Yes. Meaning she is unconscious at the moment.
Yeah.
So we'll need someone, that means, for the newbies, that means she's unconscious but not dead.
You're
She,
dying, not
Yeah, monsters can still attack her unconscious body and cause her to die quicker, but she has to make death saving throws when it's her turn, unless someone goes over and stabilizes her or heals her or something. So, all right, it is Wolf 5. He's gonna wander over here behind Eridon and try to get an attack off on Eridon here.
All these wolves want a piece of me.
Well, it's a good thing we got paid half up front.
That is another 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, that misses. That is that wolf's
Not
turn.
looking good.
It is time for wolf number 4. He's gonna wander in. How close can he get? Oh, he can make it easily. He's gonna wander up behind Rogar here, and due to pack tactics, he's gonna have advantage on his to hit.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4 and a 3. Okay, so hold on.
Alright, okay.
That is that's I can tell you already. That's not gonna hit.
That's lucky for us.
Yes, that's not quite good enough.
All right, so that is that. Man, with advantage, I suck, man.
In our favor.
All right, Wolf 2 is going to go ahead and try to attack Tamari, who whacked him on the head with a mace. And that is a 13 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
Okay. That is the end of the round. Back to Burkus.
Okay. Woo.
Poor Varus.
This is
There's a
This
rough
is
open
distressing.
first
I know.
round. We could still win this. Whoever takes their turn to pick up, what's it called? Pick up our downed partner is going to lose a turn of combat. So we need to take that into account.
Yeah, but it will stabilize her.
That's right. So we could either pick them up now, and neither of those two party members will be able to attack this turn, but we'll get the downed person back next turn, or we wait.
I actually have a
I-
spell called Spare the Dying that will stabilize her. It's just a vocal thing.
Right. But either way,
Yeah.
I mean, you probably want to save that because either way, we're gonna have to lose a turn of combat, and that in that case, you're gonna lose a turn of combat and a spell.
Hmm.
The action to
Okay.
stabilize somebody, if you don't want to use a spell, it would be a medicine test, and it's a DC 10, so it's not that difficult. You're just going to have to actually get there and use your action to do it.
Exactly. Yeah. So we have to think about who wants to do that.
That might be good for
Burke.
Burkus to do, possibly.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah.
There's still a freaking wolf right there, so.
I could theoretically do it well in stealth. I would just have to roll good.
I see. I mean, I don't know that, but it's good to know. Let's see. Shit. I'm gonna go and help her out.
Okay. This wolf's gonna try and get an attack of opportunity on you as you walk away. Then
Well, that's not fair, but okay.
that's okay because it missed. It rolled a fucking 9, so it misses you as you run away. God, I'm rolling like shit tonight.
Hey,
Well, I don't know why you're so upset about that.
Downed one of us. You downed one of us the first 2 hours. I think you're rolling. All right.
Fair.
Okay, so this is a medicine test.
Yes. Medicine test,
Which is
and
a
you're
D-
going to want to try to get 10 or more as your total.
And you, okay, so
So
that
roll
was
a
that's
d20
though.
and then add your
Okay.
medicine to it. Yeah, if the medicine should be listed.
Yes, that's a +3. So
Yeah, it's
here
pretty
we.
good at this stuff.
Oh
What was it? I didn't see it.
no! It was a natural one. Burkus has no
Okay.
idea what he's doing. He's very nervous putting his hands
attempting
anywhere
to give
close
CPR
to
to
another
your, like,
person because he's so used to being
Yeah.
alone.
I'm just like flooded with emotions right now.
Starts whacking Vahras with
Wow.
a stick. Get up!
This
You're giving
eats
CPR to
Davis.
his like calf.
You are unsuccessful at stabilizing Varus on
Yeah,
the
no
ground
shit.
beneath you.
Wow.
Good effort.
Was it?
You get a gold star for trying.
Guys, I'm blowing it over here.
All right, I guess that's your turn.
I guess so. Don't think there's anything I can do.
All right, we're gonna move on to Professor Tad here, who is still hiding, and no one
Help
knows
me,
where
Professor
he is.
Tad.
You messed
That's
with the
slippery
frog.
toad.
You get
Oh,
the
I know, he
horns.
fucked off.
Mess with the frog, you get the what?
No, they
Oh my god.
It's
they messed with the horns and they get the frog.
He's a horny toad.
All right, so what are you doing? Where are you?
All right, I'm still in the bushes. I'm gonna sneak attack the same wolf.
Okay. With your blow dart?
That's right. I'm
Okay,
gonna try
go
to
for it.
Poison blow dart this fucker.
Go for it.
I forgot to add my dexterity last time, so that probably didn't help.
Oh, oops.
Oh. I rolled a nat 1, so I probably just shot a friend with the.
Jesus
with the blow
Christ.
dart.
Well, looking at
We're blowing it.
Okay, you just miss. I'm gonna be nice this time around. You just miss very badly, and
Oh wait, no, it's a sneak attack. I get advantage. That's right.
yeah, that's right. You get yeah. You're hidden. Sneak attack.
Thank you
advantage.
so much, chat, for the reminder.
Yeah, see, the Seeker is helping here. Seeker knows what they're talking about.
16, 17, 18. I got an 18.
18 hits.
Okay, groovy. Poison dart in your butt, wolf.
How much damage is
Think
that?
about that. That is 3 regular damage, and then I'm not sure what type of poison I would have. I guess that's up to you.
You said you put a
I think it's like a 1d4 extra damage.
yeah.
for poison
Roll
or
a
something.
roll a 1d4.
Okay.
So 3 plus.
3 plus 1d4, yeah.
Honk.
Alright, so 5 altogether.
5 altogether. Okay. That wolf
It
gets.
should be now theoretically poisoned if he doesn't pass
It's dead.
What's it called?
You shot it with
Cool.
that blow dart, and that was the remainder that it needed. It as it's making its way chasing after Burkus, it is shot with the blow dart and fumbles and falls to the ground.
And I guess I'll use my movement action to move up along the trees while staying in the shadows.
Okay. And that's your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Wolf 3 is dead. Why is Wolf 3 still on the list? Kill. There. It's gone.
Did you get the
All right. So now we're to Varus. So Varus, you need to make a death saving throw. So roll a d20.
I
And just
got a 9.
a 9. Okay, so I think it's if you roll below 10, that's a fail, and you have to roll 3 times either way. I think 3 successes or 3 fails. So that is 1 failure. You're not dead yet, but if you roll 2 more fails, then you die. And that is your turn. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry, Varus.
This is
We need
brutal.
to like have we need to like make like pins of everyone who dies, every character who dies, like just like
All right.
Memorandum.
enamel memorial.
Wolf
pins.
1 was already dead, so it is Rogar's turn.
Also, just a heads up, I'm also probably gonna have to call it in the next like 10-15 minutes here.
Sure. And yes,
Okay.
that's right. Just to let you know, I did know that. The Seeker said if anything hits her while she's down, she auto fails 2 death saves. So
Okay. Let's see.
it's pretty brutal sometimes.
All right, so I'm going to move 5 feet
Mhm.
so that I stay within the zone of control of these 2 guys.
Yeah.
Okay, and I am going to. I need to get their attention, and I need to get it fast. So what I'm going to do is I am going to. Are either of these 2 injured at this point?
No, I don't think so.
No, they're not. Okay, damn. Okay. What I will do is, do I have a good enough position where the one that's kind of between Eridon and I can get some flanking on it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So because I've got 2 of them here staring at me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my action to dodge. And
Okay.
I'm going to use my bonus action to stick the one that I've got advantage on with my knife.
Okay, go for it.
All right. Let's see. Do-do-do-do. And a total of 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's 8 piercing damage plus another 3 from sneak attack. So 11 piercing damage to
Okay.
that guy.
Okay, 11 piercing damage dealt to this wolf here.
Okay.
The rogues are
And,
getting it done.
and if either of them decide, well, I hope they're going to. I hope that when they attack me, they'll be doing it at disadvantage because I'm dodging.
Dodging.
But otherwise, I'm going to stay here.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, so we're up to Tamari.
Okay. All right. I've been looking over my character sheet, and I'm going to use my turn to cast Spare the Dying on Varus. It is only a vocal.
What is the range on that?
It is 15 feet,
Okay.
and I am 13 feet away.
Okay.
So I'm just going to yell, "Not today!" and I'm going to cast that,
Love
It is
it.
not this day.
which
Are the
should
magical
stabilize
words.
her.
Okay, she is.
Not
Yeah,
today, Zerg.
Absolutely, she is now stabilized, and she no longer has to make any saving
And
throws.
then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word, which is a vocal component. and I'm going to shout "Vaya con Dios"
Oh.
and heal her for.
And what's the
what is
range?
it?
What's the range on that?
That is 60 feet,
Oh, okay. All right.
and it's 2d4s plus 5.
All right. So roll 2d4s and then add your. Yeah.
I start
Alright.
Fortnite flossing in the
So that's
bushes for
7
victory.
plus 5. That should heal her for 12 points.
7 plus 5 is 12. Okay, so Varus
She is
is
at her maximum.
Varus is resurrected and healed 12 points.
And I just give a thumbs up.
Or
And
not.
That's my turn.
Yeah, you could have actually, if you were going to go ahead and heal her, you could have just used Spare the Dying, or not Spare the Dying. You could have just healed her, and it would have gotten her up. Spare the Dying is only in
Oh.
case you don't have any healing. So if you want,
Oh.
I'll let you go back on that since you didn't know about that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So you can use you can still use your action then. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then healing word would be. Then I would have another bonus action.
Healing
no,
word
healing
is-
word will be the bonus action, but you could do like another.
Oh, I can do a different.
now
okay.
you can just attack the
Yeah.
wolf in front of you if you wanted to.
Okay, I will go ahead and do another mace attack.
Yeah, since we're regaining, shaking off the rust, everybody. It's been a while. So yeah, go ahead and roll to hit.
All right, that's gonna be 13.
13 just misses.
Oh, okay. Well, then I just still turn around, do my healing word, say Vaya con Dios, and give
Yes.
a thumbs up then.
Perfect. All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Excellent.
Yay, Claire!
Man, a cleric is
Oh, cool.
great to have, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Gotta have those
Eridon.
heals.
Eridon is up.
As I hear the biting and the scream behind me, I instinctively turn that direction. Wow, way too far. I turn that direction
Okay,
and fire my short bow at that wolf, that bit.
gotcha. Go ahead and roll for attack.
14
Yes, that hits. That just hits.
just hits. That's 7 piercing damage.
7 piercing damage. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Anything else?
I can't really move without triggering one of these guys to attack me, so I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay. All right. On to Wolf 6's turn. The one that already downed Varus. I guess it's gonna try and attack again, seeing that Varus just stood up magically. And that is a natural 1 to hit.
Whew.
I love the whoo. All right, that is that wolf's turn. He's just gonna stay there, I think. Wolf 5 is going to go ahead and try to attack Eridon, I believe. Is this wolf at disadvantage or anything? No.
I don't think so.
That is a 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, it misses. That wolf is just gonna stay there then. Oh wait, it's within 5 feet. It gets advantage on its attack roll.
So what would
Never
that
mind,
be?
that's lower. Never mind. It's still a 13 to hit. All right. So that means that is that wolf's turn. We're gonna go to wolf 4 here. It's gonna turn to Rogar and try to attack Rogar at disadvantage.
Doesn't it get advantage for pack tactics?
So yeah, it would cancel that self out. So it's just a straight roll then.
Yep.
And that is. Hold on, sorry. There you go. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Ouch.
I gotta roll damage here. 5 piercing damage to Rogar.
Okay. I'm still kicking.
Okay. That is that wolf's turn. Wolf 2 in front of Tamari is going to try and attack, try to bite at Tamari. Yeah, that's a 24 to hit.
It hits.
Ugh.
Oh,
Here come the good rolls. That
save
is
us, D&D, Jesus.
that's 4 points of piercing damage to Tamari.
Okay.
At least it wasn't lethal.
It's in
All right,
the way
that is the
you
end of that round.
use
Back
it.
around to Burkus, who is surprised
Back
to see
round to
Varus.
Burkus.
Burkus thinks that he helped Varus stand up because he was trying to help her.
Perhaps I'm better than I thought. Okay. That being the case, I'm going to revenge myself against this wolf here.
Okay,
That attacked her.
you want to move closer then,
Well, I was.
or cast something.
I think I'll do my starry wisp here.
Starry Wisp.
Oh,
Yeah.
The wisp, motherfucker.
Yes. Let's see. Is that what I want it to be? Taste the wisp.
Get ready to ride the wisp, biatch. It's in the way that you use it.
Shabubi, you want to play as both of our characters? Okay. I also have a cool thing where I can use my antlers as my druidic focus, which is
Ooh.
sweet. So
Yeah.
I'm going to say Starus, and I'm going to whip my antler at this guy.
All right. Go ahead and roll for attack then.
Okie dokie. Big numbers. Here we go.
No whammies, no
Okay,
whammies.
that's 15. Wait, do I add anything to that?
Yeah, it's next to your Starry Wisp. It'll say hit DC, and then it'll have a number
Okay,
plus.
so great. So that's 20.
Yep, that absolutely hits. So now you roll
Yeah.
damage. So roll a 1. Right next to that, it'll say 1d8. That's the damage. You roll.
Okay. Alrighty. Don't blow it. 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 Here we go.
Yo! Nice.
Hey!
8 points of
Lift
damage.
this guy up.
So hey, why don't you right click on that wolf and click attack,
See what
Okay.
wolf hell,
and then
motherfucker.
use like well, whatever you want.
Let's see.
Whatever you
Magic
think a
missile
starry
sounds
wisp-
good.
yeah, go for it.
I'm trying
Shoo.
to attack. Whoop.
Nice.
Oh, that looks like a starry wisp to me.
It looks like a starry
Yeah.
wisp to me too. That's pretty awesome.
Whoa.
That wolf is dead.
Yeah, eat wisp,
Nice.
motherfucker.
Yeah, a little mote of light. A little mote of light gets launched from your antlers, and it smacks in the wolf, and it just.
explodes and it's all glittery.
It's just glitter. Yeah, there you go. It's just glitter.
When you get to hell,
Ah,
tell
yeah.
them Burkus sent you.
That
All right.
stuff's gonna take forever to get out.
Is that your turn?
I think so. yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
All right,
blow off some steam.
Professor
After one
Tad's turn.
punching that wolf into fucking the stratosphere.
Good attack. Max roll on a d8. That's always fun whenever you get those max rolls.
That is fun.
Okay, and then this will be my last move for the night.
Sure.
So,
Let's do this. I am gonna do another sneak attack on the remaining wolf.
There's 2, 3.
Which one is any of them at low health already?
Yeah, the one in front of Tamari.
All right, that's the one I'm aiming at.
Okay, gotcha. And you're still hidden, so advantage.
Sweet. Okay. 10.
10 to hit. That misses.
Okay. Well, can't win them all. Better luck next time, me.
Yep. Do you want me to? Do you want us to stop playing after this, or would you mind if I?
It's your call. If you
All
want
right.
to keep controlling my character, just Jerry.
All right, I'll control your
Please
character
don't
for a
kill
little.
him.
I'll control him for a little. I will.
Wow.
I will aim to have him destroyed.
Okay. That's
Just
fair.
kidding.
That's fair.
All right, thanks for joining us,
Yeah,
Jablubi. It was really
Yeah,
a
thank you.
pleasure.
Thanks for being here, Gabooby.
Yeah, really glad you could make it.
Count me
It
in
was a lot
next
of fun.
time. Like if you want to make this a regular thing, I'm totally down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
if everyone here
I'm
is
having a
enjoying
lot of
them,
fun so far.
if everyone here is enjoying themselves, we'll absolutely make this a regular thing.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and I'm especially enjoying Professor Tad. So.
Yeah.
Thanks, y'all.
All right.
Well, without further ado, Professor Tad will say farewell.
How about
And he
this?
slips away.
Tad, still hidden, hops away out of sight.
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Jablubi.
Bye. Guys,
Take care.
Bye, Merge. Bye, Goopy, Foofy.
Good night.
Bye.
And
Good
if your
night.
neighbor's mate, nice.
All right,
That was very in character.
it was. He missed, and he's like, "Shit, so long." All right, we are up to Varus. Varus's turn.
Okay, so
I
I'm
attack
going
Burkus.
to cast. I'm going to cast my Firebolt cantrip
Okay,
on what wolf is that?
the one in front of Tamari,
Uh,
or the one next to Aradon.
the one in front of Tamari.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit then.
I got an 18,
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh.
Absolutely.
and that does 4 damage.
4 damage. Yep. That this wolf burns to a crisp into ash.
Whoa.
Just is now gone,
Something's cooking.
dead.
And I will actually move a little better into safety. This
Okay,
time.
sounds good. All right.
That's it for me.
Awesome. Rogard, it is
Nice.
your turn.
Okay, let's see. You got okay, so Ickham and Stim there. So what I am going to do, in the hopes of eliminating one of them, is I'm going to attempt to stab again the one between me and Aradon.
Got it.
Right, so here's hoping for good results. And we get a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Okay. And let's see. Short sword does 8 piercing damage, and then sneak attack for another 3 for a total of 11 piercing damage.
Yeah, you stab this wolf, and it falls lifeless on your blade as you were pulling it out.
All right. Okay, and let's see. And then again, in the hopes of distracting the other one, I'm going to use my bonus action to stab it with my dagger.
Okay, go for it.
No advantage on this one.
Okay.
Total of 24.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And I do 6 piercing damage. And,
Okay, 6 piercing damage.
That's all I can do because I don't want to move.
Okay. On to Tamari.
Oh, all right. Seeing that 2 wolves have exploded, I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna walk up to this wolf,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do another attack with my mace.
Okay.
All right, and that is a 13.
13. Oh, just misses.
Ah.
Mm.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on myself,
Okay.
and that is. Hold on, what do I have to roll for that?
hold on. Actually, that's flanking. That would be considered flanking. So go ahead and
Yes, it would.
roll again, Foofy, because
Oh, okay.
that's you roll at advantage to attack because that's a flanking position right there. Nope,
Oh, jeez.
you missed.
I missed.
Wow.
All right. Can I still go ahead and heal myself up though?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay.
Is that your last spell slot?
I guess it would be. It's a bonus action.
Is that a cantrip?
No, it's a spell.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not gonna worry about healing myself.
Okay.
I guess that'll be my turn.
All right, and we were on, to Eridon.
I'm gonna.
Oh.
I'm stuck with gridlock, so I can't move.
You were right
completely
there.
freely, but yeah,
We're-
but I'm gonna move. I'm still gonna be closer here, so I can hit it with my sword.
Okay, go for it.
Try not to
Yeah.
explode it.
No promises. Nat 20.
Oh,
Whoa.
Nat 20.
Might explode.
Okay.
And damage. Okay, that's 12 damage. So, no wait, yeah, that is longsword. Okay.
You rolled a 6. Like for the damage, and you doubled it. Is that why it's 12?
Let's see, damage. I rolled 2d8 apparently. Oh no, that's. Why did I roll 2d8?
Oh, if you critical in this game, you roll your base damage for the weapon normally, and then you add the weapon's damage die on top of that a second time. So it comes out to 2d8 plus whatever your modifier is.
And that was 12.
Try not to explode it. Nat 20. All right, 12 damage it is then. Dun, 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 dun. It is barely standing right now. It looks like it's hurting pretty bad. And that is your turn. You're done.
I don't have any quote-unquote light weapons, so I can't do my bonus action of 2-weapon fighting, so that I'm gonna have to call that there.
Okay. All right. It is this wolf's turn. It is a little intimidated having 3 people surrounding it, but it is still going to try and attack Rogar here. As a 12 to hit.
That is not good enough.
Okay. Well, in that case, it's going to try and use its movement to run away, which obviously will spark 3 opportunity of attacks.
Okay.
So I guess everybody go ahead and if you want to roll a d20 and see if you hit it as it's trying to run away.
I rolled a 7, so that's a big
That misses.
no.
Okay.
So do I add +2 for my?
Yeah,
what I
you roll your mace.
All right. 9.
That misses.
He just got away.
Okay.
Damn.
All right, he's gonna actually run the full distance that he can. And he's running this way. And it is Burkus' turn.
Okay. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. But... Oh, yeah. Alright, I got this. Starry Whisk!
All
Got a
right.
60-foot range on this thing.
Yeah.
Alright, so... I'm just trying to get a view of both of us. It's hard with all these trees.
That's fine.
Um,
Starry
okay.
Wisp is it's a good. Those are some good cantrips early on for sure.
Yeah, this has proved useful so far. Let's see this time. Oh, 7 plus. This is not gonna. It's 7 plus 5. Yeah.
That is a 12. Will miss.
Yeah.
Ah.
The Starry Wisp
Rats.
flies by it as you see the wolf darting off.
Dagnabbit.
Virus's turn. Run for your life, Wolfie!
How far away was
Whose
he
side are you
again?
on?
From you, it is like 40 feet. Yeah, it's like 40 feet away from you.
I'm gonna cantrip firebolt him again.
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack then.
Because that's
We're
got
really mad at this guy.
That's got 120 feet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa!
That is.
That's like other levels we can't even see.
That's a 12.
12 misses.
Ah,
The
damn it.
firebolt flies right by it. Whoosh.
Just be glad you didn't catch the woods on fire.
Do not catch the woods on fire. I've made myself perfectly clear. I know
Okay, so
we're
it
all
was
in a high-stress
targeted-
situation.
It was targeted enough to miss the trees, at least.
Yes. All right. I guess that's her turn, and we're up to Rogar. Are you gonna chase? Are you gonna let it go? What's gonna go on?
Oh, I'm not chasing after it, but I am going to sheath my weapons and pull out my short bow and take a
Oh,
parting shot at it.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Total of 12.
That misses. The arrow flies right. This wolf has the luckiest wolf in all of D&D.
Okay.
In
well,
fact,
again,
Your arrow flies, hits the Starry Wisp and the Firebolt, and it's a super cool looking fucking arrow with the Starry Wisp and fire on it, but fucking misses. And lands next to the wolf.
had to make sure they didn't set the forest on fire.
that was weird.
Mission failed successfully.
Tamari, it's your turn.
Okay, I think I'm going to use one of my cantrips. It is Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got a
Yeah.
60-foot range.
Okay.
I think to hit is Dex 15. It says. Is that what
Yeah,
the
it's
wolf
got to
has
make
to roll?
it's got to
Okay.
make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah.
So I have to roll to hit, and then it has to roll to.
No, for you were using Sacred Flame, you don't have to
Uh-huh.
roll to hit on that. That just hits.
Okay.
The wolf has to make a dexterity saving throw, and if it makes it, it still takes damage, but it only takes half damage. So I'm gonna roll a dexterity saving throw for this wolf, and that is a 14.
Okay.
so it
it needed to
fails.
be a 15. Yeah.
So it fails its dexterity saving throw.
Finally.
So roll a 1d8 and let's see how much damage. Yeah. Okay.
8.
All right. Your
Whoa.
Sacred Flame again bursts this wolf into flames as it's running away. Poosh, and it just turns into ash.
Oh no! I did the thing I said not to do.
Roll a perception check for me, Tamari.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get rid of this stupid.
I'll get rid of it.
Okay. So. All right,
Okay.
that is a 16 plus
That
5. That's
21.
21.
All right. As you Sacred Flame that wolf and it bursts into ashes and just dissipates, you happen to spot something like a light, some kind of weird light, as it guides its way into your lantern hanging on your shepherd's crook.
Oh.
You're not sure what happened, but that's what you notice.
Oh, wow. I guess I'm collecting souls now. I need to go to a bonfire immediately.
Jack souls.
So that kill
Do
counts as
that,
all of
and the
ours,
wolves
right?
will respawn.
Congrats, you guys have finished your first D&D battle of the campaign.
Ooh,
Yay! And
that
no
was
one died.
that was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. Maybe we should take a rest.
I turn around to
we
go
would-
check up on Varus. Check up on her injuries.
Where the hell's the frog?
Gives a shaky thumbs up.
What?
I think
the
you're
frog?
I think you're
Professor
healed to
Tad?
full. But yeah, you guys make a perception check.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Nat
Oh,
20.
nice.
Dang.
I got an 18.
I also got an 18.
Eridon.
I got 19.
10.
Okay. Eridon and Burkus notice froggy footprints hopping in the opposite direction of where you were going. He's gone.
Oh,
what the
my!
hell?
Toad.
That is one
Well.
slippery frog.
Well, perhaps he's just not made for scrapping.
He kind of seemed a little sus. I mean, he was like pickpocketing people and going into wells and fountains looking for gold. It was kind of weird for a professor of archaeology to do.
I'll say.
All right. So with that, do you guys want to take a short rest here?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll take a short rest, which means you'll regain half of your spell slots back. Probably one spell slot. It's like half of your. You'll regain half of your level of spell slot rounded up. So you probably gain one spell slot back during the short rest. Flafty, if you want to, if anybody's missing HP, if you want to explain how HP dice and all that stuff works, I'm gonna go to the restroom. If anybody else needs to
Okay.
take a break or whatever, we'll talk about that when I get back.
Okay, does anybody need a primer on short rests and how to use hit dice to get hit points back?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
everybody
Assume I know
has-
nothing.
Okay, everybody has a number of hit dice of varying degrees equal to your level. So we all have one at this point. If you're injured and you take a long rest, you can elect to spend one or more of your hit dice that you have and use those to try to get some lost hit points back. So you would, if you choose to do that, you would spend a hit die, roll it, add your constitution modifier, and you get that many hit points back.
Okay. What kind of dice would that be?
It depends. Say for a cleric, in your case, your normal hit die is a 1d8. So you would roll a 1d8 and add in your constitution modifier.
Okay.
But once you spend that hit die, you won't get it back until you can take a long rest.
Okay, so that I rolled a 4 and my constitution is +2, so that would be a 6.
Yes, you would get 6 hit points back.
All right, and I don't get over 10, right? Because that's my.
Yeah, you can't go over
Okay.
your maximum.
All right, I'm all healed up then.
Okay. So my hit die is a 1d8, and my constitution modifier is a +3. So I spend my 1 hit die, roll a d8, and I get a total of 7 back, which would bring me back up to my maximum. And hit die is spent, so we're good. Okay.
Oh,
does
why?
Does anybody else need to get some hit points back?
No. Tamari
No.
healed me up max.
Nice,
Okay.
nice. I was so worried there for a second because I was like, oh no, Burkus doesn't know what to do.
Apparently not.
Doing his best.
He went over there.
But it worked.
I'm
it
back.
worked, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Welcome back.
He went over there and he was like, "Revive! Revive!"
Live, damn you!
Just poking her leg with my stick.
All right. Does anybody is anybody needing to go? Do you guys want to continue, or should we call it here for tonight?
Yeah, let's call it for the night, I feel.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
We should give Jablubi a chance to come back and join us.
All right. Did you guys want to do just like a little bit of RP, just talking about the battle, or just
You
end it?
could. I'm just going to go around to the still intact wolves and harvest whatever meat I can for tonight's dinner.
Was there any intact
Go for
wolves?
That's what,
There
survival
were.
check?
Yeah, there were.
Okay.
Yes, that would be a
There's
survival check.
2.
I want to go ahead and I want to check these wolves out and see what's weird about them because they don't seem like normal wolves to Tamari.
All right, make an investigation check.
14 for survival.
Okay.
All right, that's 13, and my insight. That would be insight or no investigation? It's plus, so it just be
Investigation,
13.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you see, these wolves seem to be warped by some kind of like dark magic. It seems necromantic in nature.
Hmm.
And you managed to carve some meat off of the, I guess, more fresher wolves. Just enough. A lot of the only other wolf on there looks like it's been dead for a while. It looks like these were resurrected, like romantic wolves.
Eredon, I don't think we should be eating these wolves. They were resurrected with dark magic.
Oh, guys gotta eat.
Well, I mean, don't come crying to me if you need to be healed from food poisoning.
You know what? Necromancy fried wolf ain't exactly my cup of tea, so I think I'll just stick with one of my rations if you don't mind.
So, what do you think of that Professor Tad fellow? What was up with that?
Well, based on what little I was able to see, I would have to categorize him as unreliable.
It's fair. And I look over to Varus and I ask her, have you been able to find out anything from that book you were given?
Nothing. She hasn't had time to read it.
Oh, okay.
She's just been following you guys around. Is what I'm gonna go ahead and interject there.
Well, she
Would
did
I
have
be
she did
able-
have an hour to read it while we were doing a short rest, so she might get.
Would
some out
I
of it.
She's
be able to
probably
roll-
still shaken from almost fucking dying.
We'll say that if you wanted to do that, if you wanted to read it during the hour, but you can explain to them maybe next session. That's just a hint from your DM saying he needs some time to get it written down.
True, fair, fair.
All right. Should we just go ahead and make this short rest a long rest, I wonder? Like, do we make camp for the night?
We certainly can, though we would definitely want to have set up a watch schedule.
Hmm.
That's fine. For this first session, we'll go ahead and say that you guys are going to take a long rest here, and we'll pick up next session back. That's fine by me. First campaign
Okay.
and all. I think we'll do that.
All right.
Let's see. All right. Did everybody? Is that it? Is everybody done? Are you done doing your role plays? And how's everybody
Yeah,
feeling?
I think this is a good place to wrap it up. For
How'd
the
everybody enjoy the night? I know you haven't gotten quite very far into it yet, but did you enjoy
I
the
had
game?
fun.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
I'm loving
Yeah,
it
it's
so
really
far.
fun.
Okay, good. I'm so glad. The best part is, next session, if Jablubi decides to join us, we'll not only have Professor Tad, but we'll also have a certain bear join us as well, which might be a lot of
Yay!
fun. Yay!
I approve.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Everybody, thank you guys for joining. It was wonderful seeing so many people in chat. That's quite a bit of interaction I was getting there for a D&D stream.
Yeah.
And thanks for hosting.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much for getting all of this set up.
Seeker is absolutely correct, by the way. Don't worry about forgetting about Hunter's Mark. It'll happen again forever into the future. It happens with even like DMs and players with years of experience. They still forget about Hunter's Mark. It happens all the damn time. All right. Let's see. Who should we raid?
Oh, did we gain any experience or anything?
No.
Oh, good question.
Okay.
We're gonna be doing milestones. You guys haven't quite met milestone to reach level 2 yet. But don't worry, you'll get there eventually. Let's go raid my buddy Aaron. We'll go raid Aaron's mind. Everybody go say hi to Aaron. What should our raid message be? Say
Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative, yes.
All right, y'all take care.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. Thanks.
Bye.